All right, we are live for the Saturday nighttime stream. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is the third or second week of July. I think it's the third week, technically. We are. And it is Friday night, and it's all right. I'm late. I have a very good excuse. I was hanging out with Karis, and sometimes she stays up all night long on a Friday night because she doesn't have work in the morning. So that's my excuse. We are. That does mean we're going to have a shorter stream together. We are. But it's going to be okay because we still got Saturday, we got Sunday, and all the days in between. We just go every single day, so it doesn't really matter in the end. We are. But let's have some fun tonight, man. Let's have some fun. We got great breaks. We got lots of hot slabs, as you can see in front of you. New gym breaks. New slab breaks. Black and white breaks. Breaks. All right, we are live now. Send your orders in because we started a little bit late. We have less time together. We also probably will not have as big of an audience. I notice anytime I'm late, we have a smaller audience. We're live for the Friday nighttime stream. There we go. The ping is out. All right. Oh, what's this? I get a refund? God, I hate it when I get a refund. What did I get a refund from? God, dude. In other words, what got canceled? Let's see. How do I look that up? Maybe it's over here. Give me a moment. Might be over here. Oh, here it is. Oh, I know what it is. Yes. Okay, yeah. No, I deserve that refund. I bought a slab on eBay, and they caught it at the authenticator. The authenticator told me that they had tried to pass a 9 for a 10. And I was like, oh. And they're like, would you like us to cancel it? I was like, very much so. So there you have it. That's kind of useful. Fourth the light, getting faster. Nice. Ooh, Final Fantasy price is up today. Let's jump over here. Oh, very nice. Our next tag submission is actually pretty far along. That's good. So we're going to have some more tag slabs coming back pretty soon. Good. Boy, we were chatty today in the daytime stream, man. We were talking about all kinds of stuff. There we go. That was a chatty stream. What do you guys want to chat about today? Pokemon cards? Freaking scammers. Yeah. So, ooh, Duskull. There's a lot of great tag slabs here, and I need to price them up for you guys. Simple as that. It's Friday night. That's slab night. I fell asleep during the daytime stream. I'm pissed. You gotta get sleep, man. Sleep's very good for you. Sleep's very important. That was one of the things my doctor was telling me. You know, she wanted to know about my lifestyle. And she's like, your lifestyle's bad. I was like, yeah. She told me I have to get more sleep. She told me I have to stop working so many hours. And she told me I have to go outside. She said, you need to go outside. All right, here we are. I was outside today. I went out, I suppose, at 6:30, and I came in at about 8:30. And we did a lot of work, man. I got a big tree cut in half, like a tree log, using a handsaw. And then I dragged this giant tree log with the rope. I dragged it over to the fire, and it's still burning right now. I can take you outside and show you. It's still burning. And then I chopped down like 3 insanely huge bushes on the side of our home. We were going to hire somebody to do that, but I did it. So I guess I kind of made money in a way. not in a, I guess in a way where like we didn't lose any money, right? Because we were about this close to hiring somebody because we have been warned that the bushes were so large that the root system is almost certainly a risk for doing damage to the base of the home, the foundation. So they recommended that the bushes were removed to protect against that scenario. And now that I've cut them down myself, I guess I saved like $700. They were going to do a whole bunch of stuff for $700. Now let's find out about this card. This is a classic collection card. Cool. I like this soundtrack we're listening to. I'm going to save this. How long is this? 2 hours and 51 minutes. Let's see. Can we save this? Save in live stream music. I have 2 large trees down. I'll be cutting for weeks, months. Mister, what happened with that neighbor you paid for that fallen tree? Did he hire somebody finally? I have not been over there, and he and I have stopped texting for now. If it's gone when I come back, I'm not going to push it. If it's still there, I don't know. I could take him to court or something. I don't know what you do. It's really crappy. It's a learning lesson. It's a moment like that. My bad for trusting people to be normal. Oops. Stupid, right? Oh, man. What an idiot. This guy trusted the guy. What an idiot. Should have immediately not trusted him. That's the way you have to be in this world. All right. So let's see. So this is a nice tag slab. I think we're going to do 40. Really affordable price, actually. By the way, I know somebody who really likes Raichus. Six loves Raichus. It is. Good. Okay. Dang, $700 for one job. Time to start a landscaping business. For real, though. For real. We were talking about that a little bit in the daytime stream. I was saying the trades are a good place to work because it requires physical labor. And, yeah, it's a job that you can't do if you don't have the body for it. So, you know, you'd be surprised how much it pays. Everyone wants to be a computer programmer because they think that's the only way to make money. So everyone's busy trying to pile into those jobs. Meanwhile, there's this demand for other types of workers that's not getting fulfilled. But yeah, if you start a little landscaping business out here in Lake of the Ozarks, you might have tons of work. All right, so this is up to 4 out of 8. This is the binder break. It's our first time running the binder break. We've never done anything like this before. The binder break is cards that were rejected from grading. They're all pretty much near mint. They're probably 8s and 9s. Some of them could potentially be 10s. But basically what you can do, if you win the binder break, you can save these cards for years later. You can put them into a binder and show them off. You can sell them one by one on eBay, because I don't have time for that, but maybe you have time for that. There's a lot of things you could do. All right, here we are. Very cool. The Victini is the story of the night. The Victini at 27 out of 33 spots. This could be the night where he finishes. There's only 5 spots remaining. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I encourage everyone to, you know, climb the ladder, start a business, or become an executive in a business, or aspire to be like a CEO or something, you know, have big dreams. Here's Matthew Hill. There we go. Because I was talking about a principle, I was talking about the wealth gap problem, where there's too many rich people with too much power. And I said, well, the problem is there's only 3 soda companies. So that's all the soda sales going to just 3 CEOs, no more than 3. So if there were 20 soda companies, people would drink about the same amount of soda, but the profits would be divided 20 times. And so that's how I see it. That's my solution to the problem. There shouldn't be 3 soda companies. There should be 20 soda companies. There should be competing companies. Maybe it just doesn't work out that way. Maybe I'm naive. All right, so we got our refund. What kind of orders do we have tonight? Any orders? Did landscaping growing up when Christmas tree work was slow, and I don't miss it. Travis Nova says Victini break. Here it is. Yeah, hard work is hard work, and sometimes it doesn't pay very well. I think if I was going to do landscaping, I'd want to do landscaping for like rich people. Think about it, because they got fancier, cooler yards to work on, and here we are. And you can probably charge them a better premium. There. So I'd try to get successful in the right place, you know. I'd say, honey, we're packing our bags and we're moving next to the cool big beach houses so I can work on them. Any big slabs for Slab Away? I wish I had lots of good slabs for Slab Away. But I do not. Unfortunately. I mean, we have the Pricey Slabs channel in Discord. Have you been there? Let me show you. So we had expensive slabs up on the table, all of the ones that I had for sale. And they're in this channel called Pricey July. Pricey July. Get in there and look at those slabs in there. There's a couple good ones, actually. Like that Gengar you see on the last picture. He's pretty expensive. He's pretty neat. I own 3 of those. That's my 4th one, and he's for sale. The 4th one is for sale. But I put him for sale at a red label. Brandon Wong is back. I'm back, kind of. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Okay, I know what that is. Let me think. Is that a box of it? Somebody was saying they were going to open up a whole case of this. It was John Lucas. John Lucas. He was saying he was going to buy a whole case of those soon. Hey, Mr. No News on the guy getting back to you on the wrong address? Oh, Steve Gonzalez versus Steven Gonzalez? Is that the question? No report back from him. What would make you happy to resolve it right now? What would make you happy, you think? Let's see. I feel like it was kind of an accident. Like, if I recall, when we looked into it, the problem was there really was a Steve Gonzalez, and that was what I read in the message, Steve Gonzalez. So it's a tricky, it's a poor situation. It's a bad thing, you know. Let's see. What would make you happy, though? Is there something I can give you that would make you happy? Go. Something that'll make you go, oh, I like this guy. He fixes problems when there's a problem. So here's a box of Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, and I didn't see if this was a whole box of it. Let's see. I don't want you to feel like you lost all those cards. What would make you feel good if I could get you something? Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Oh, a whole sealed box. Let's go get you a whole sealed box. Okay, give me a moment. Let's see. Mr. giving out happy endings now. Mr., you saw the Mega Latios from the other tax sub? It was an 8.5. I believe that's still with me right now, actually. That's one of the ones that just came back, right? It was more of Janice loosen her stuff. I'll ask her. Oh, it was Miss Janice. Okay. That cat's just sitting outside my door. It's so weird. Here we are. All right. Oh, Mr. Brandon. Can always try to get the same one again. Okay, ready? Okay. What we got? So here is a box topper. I remember with this Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, the goal was to get a really good box topper. So no luck on the box topper. Some of the box toppers are super lewd. Super lewd. Okay. Ready? So it's nice to have an order from you, Mr. Brandon. Let's see. Sneaping these. Sneaping these. Okay. I'm somewhat back. Maybe just buy a little bit here and there. Don't go too deep. Maybe that was it. You know, I remember when you first joined us, you were going hella deep, dude. You were buying like whole cases and stuff. That's some big roller stuff, you know. But, you know, every now and then, maybe once a week, buy like one booster box you like, or once a week you buy into a break or two. That's pretty normal. A lot of people do it that way. There it is. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Then you don't feel so much pressure to you know, maybe sell back your cards or whatever it is you might feel the next morning. Let's see. Ah, Red hair girl. Oh, there you go. That's why people open cards, Brandon. It's really not that bad when you're pulling the good ones, is it? Easy. I'll just pull you signatures every time you order. Problem solved. Now we're all happy, right? Nah, it's not that easy, though. You got lucky this time. Look at that, man. That's super expensive. Is it? This one's super expensive? Wow. Congratulations, man. Well, look at that. Mr. Brandon took a long break from opening, and he came back, and he got quite lucky tonight. I wish it worked that way all the time, Brandon. It'd be so easy, wouldn't it? All right. How much is it? It could be hundreds of dollars. Those signatures can sometimes go for $200, $300, $400 easily. We are. He says, thank you, mister. Thank God. Yeah. Oh, look at that. You're pulling a good full art, too. You're pulling the lewd full art card. Just gets better and better. This was a very good box. Yes, this box was very good. So now you've got at least 2 gradable cards. And the trick, if you grade them, the trick is to just wait a couple months, and then when they come back, now you're sitting on an even more valuable thing. That's the trick to it all. So now, and we can look at them carefully, too. Oh, never mind. Thanks, Ethan. Janice said surprise her. She's thankful for what you're willing to do. All right. Let's see. Surprise her, huh? I don't fully remember what was lost in the box. What would you say is the most valuable stuff that was lost? You mentioned that your best cards got sent off to grading, so luckily they weren't in the box. That's pretty nasty, too, of the Steve guy to not return it, because he was active here just a few months ago, and I think he left. Who knows, maybe he decided he shouldn't be doing that, but he has decided not to help. It's too bad. I would have paid him a cash reward to help us get this sent into you. I'll send $1 for the top loader. No, you don't need to do that. Why would you need to do that? Your card's expensive. That's only $89. Oh, it's only $89. Okay. Still, that's good. That means you got more value than the cost of the box. And it means, again, if it were to grade 10, it would probably be worth maybe about, what do you think, 180? Might be worth about 180 as a 10. So if you can get a 10 on that, and then you got Psycho Sexy Booby Girl who looks like she's like in heat or something. I don't know what's going on here. Does anyone know the context to this card? Somebody in here is a anime gooner fiend lord, and he knows exactly what that scene is. Oops. There we go. All right, Mr. Brandon. So, I start you a new bag, right? I think I do. I think he gets a new bag. Did you hear about the big sports card scam, biggest ever? I heard that they found like a dead body. I heard there was like a dead body, and it was all involved with like a sports card fraud scheme where they were making like fake sports cards or something like that. I don't know. I only saw that like briefly. Is that what you're referring to? That popped up in my feed for a half second, and I said, sports? Psh, I don't even collect sports. There we go. It was a lot of the Final Fantasy Hidden Hopes, Tears of the Planet, was like a Tifa and Cloud that was shiny. I know we had Gem 2 stuff, no big hits in it. Okay. So, I am now going to issue you guys a customer satisfaction guarantee thing, because I like you guys. So how about, I will let Janice spend it, because she's so good at picking stuff out. Okay, how does that sound? So we'll say, Janice, how does, I don't know, how does $100 sound? All right, so there it is. It was an accident. The whole shipping thing was an accident. What I should have done is after she said Steve Gonzalez, I should have like double checked or something. I don't know, but it happens. You know, it happens. But this is the important part: is you guys can have this, and now you will not be sad, and you will be happy instead. All right. And now, let's see, we have Mr. Brandon saying, I'll pay for that top loader. I would have let you keep it. It's just $1. I'm happy you came back and opened some cards, Mr. Brandon. That was a nice thing. Here's why not. And here is an actual signature card that probably needs to be upgraded at PSA. So here's one of the breaks. This is a gem break. Yeah, she has better luck than me. I find that that's actually quite common. Oftentimes, the wife or the girlfriend has better luck than the husband. I've seen that more than once. I'm not exaggerating at all. I've seen that multiple times. We are. There's been quite a few examples of that. Sometimes girlfriends who mysteriously break up with you later. But there was another couple years and years ago. I wish I could. Is their box up there? Do I have their box up there? No, I got rid of their box eventually. I don't know what happened. They stopped buying for me, and I never saw them again. And but they used to buy a lot for a little while. I think he had like an Italian name. And yeah, his girlfriend or wife would be the one to pick out the cards, and she was real good at it. You know, I wonder if ever they, you know, you go through a breakup, and then if you were very prominent as a couple in the stream, you don't feel like coming back because it's like, well, we break up. All right, how about these slabs, huh? How about these slabs? Oh my gosh. What do we have here? So clean, man. That is a clean freaking card. Duskull 10. Duskull. That's from Cosmic Eclipse. Lovely card. What do you think that's worth? Definitely not nothing. I think 40 is too low. This is from 2019. That makes it 6 years old. So this is no longer just a cheap, worthless holo. It is actually pretty old now, and not as many of these left to grade. And the booster packs, so pricey. I'll try to get a reference point, okay? What I'll do is I'll look for PSA 10 Cosmic Reverse, okay? Cosmic Eclipse Reverse. So here's some examples. There's a Salazzle for 60, an Alolan Mouth for 80, and then jumps all the way up to a Guzma for 150, and a Flareon for 150 with 12 Watchers. Now, I don't think Duskull's on the same level as Flareon. However, I do think Duskull's better than Salazzle and Alolan Meowth. So, probably, I'm thinking 100. 100 might be the deal on this guy. He'd be a great pull out of the live customs if nobody wants him. Okay. We've seen a holographic card sell in this range before, sometimes surprisingly. People get surprised by that stuff, but, you know, if it's good Pokemon and it is graded real well, it can happen. With that brush, reminds me of the mud fossil with this feather. Mister, I'm an archaeologist. Have you seen Paldea Evolved box prices lately? Oh my God, let's take a look. Well, you tell me that, I'm going to have to adjust my Paldea Evolved prices. Paldea Evolved Booster Box. Let's take a quick look. Booster Box. Oh my gosh, I'm just seeing auctions. Let me check sold, okay? Let me check sold. Uh-huh. Those look kind of fakeish. I mean, they look like they're in the $240 range. Isn't that what they've been for a while? Hold on, let me sort. Oh, I've sorted on to lowest price. I'm sorry. Let me look at ended recently. Oh, 350, 350. Oh, they're up. They're up by like a lot. 370, 350, 360, 360, 360. Ooh, that hurts, man. That's pricey. All right, so it's looking like our price is going to be updated then. Our price was already kind of pricey on these. But that's because I'm not really looking to sell them too fast. It's not like a rush. Paldea Evolved was at $13 on our channel, and now they're going to move to $14. That's a $1 change. Really not too crazy, actually. So from 13 to 14, not a big crazy change. Lol, you're good, Packology. Nice job, Packology. Just messing. Mister, with that, I already read that. All right, so we got 60 people here. Let's pull out that giveaway, by the way. Here it is. This is the giveaway for tonight. Oh, I think I was supposed to hand that out in the daytime stream, and I didn't. I feel so bad now. Oh, those poor guys in the daytime stream. Anyways, let's get it set up for the nighttime stream. There we have it. So type in TCC, please, and we will be good to go on that. So far, we have Hippofat, John, Brett Love, Troy Malice, Andrew Martin. Let's put Janice on here too. So Janice will get that as well. All right, Janice. All right. Lovely. Let's try and take a row of slabs down real fast too. So we have this Katakawa Sneaker Bunko Japanese to further heights. Megumin. Megumin, huh? I'll go put this in the waifu shuffle. Here's how we'll do it. So for this one, it's $29, right? We'll make it $20. So this is a potential $20 pull. Number 9.5. May Gu Min 053 R. $20. Remind myself that it went in there for 20 bucks. All right. Set that there. Now wait a second. Do we just add another? Okay, we don't want them to be right next to each other. So let me try that. I'm gonna put it right in the middle of the box. There it goes. All right. So now it's not touching the other card. That's good. That's good. Too bad you guys don't live nearby. You could hang out with me and help me burn stuff. We're chopping down these huge bushes. I go outside of my own home so rarely, I didn't even know we had these gigantic bushes on the side of our home. Isn't that silly? That's how crazy I am. I really don't do much. I don't do much but work. And so I went out and I hand sawed the bushes down, and I'm dragging these super heavy bushes around, and we're just burning logs like all day today. It's still burning. Okay, Mr. Brandon is back. He does say $40 Victini giveaway spot for members only. Oh, okay. A little generosity here. So this is going to be a giveaway spot to one of you guys. Members only. Let's go ahead and turn on members only mode real fast, everybody. So give me a second here. Holy crap. The Switch 2 is much bigger than the Switch 1. Did you buy a Switch? Tammy, how does this fit into our budget? Okay, so we're saving that, and now, what we're going to actually do now, we're going to reset all the entries, and we're going to go to giveaway options, and the keyword shall be Brandon. All right, I got the invite. All right, so type in Brandon to get into this giveaway. Oh, the Switch isn't even that expensive. That's like, what, one Pokemon card. So tonight we have a generous Brandon giveaway. Okay. Good. And while you guys are typing that in, allow me to go to the donation slot. Okay. This is going to say 10 Brandon Wong dash 40. Cool. Well, this list is looking pretty impressive now. So, we're going to allow the first 6 people to go. 1. Hey, look at that, Tammy. Tammy, you've been getting lucky, I feel. Tammy 1. Raul 2. Okay. No, you're a Talus 3. Waiting for it to pop up. There it goes. Janice is number 4. Hey, look at that, Janice. Number 5 is Justin. Come on. There it is. And number 6 is Hathim. So these are all members. Thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and set the stream back to anyone can chat. All right, so anyone can talk now. But we are going to go ahead and roll the dice. The 6-sided dice is what we want to watch this time. Landing on 1. Is that Tammy? Tammy, you got it. All right, that's a little gift from Mr. Brandon. How about that? So, from Brandon to Tammy. How do we normally do this? So, this is going in the Victini. You know, I'm not going to allow the sticker to be on it. It has to be flat. So, we'll just write Brandon on it. From Brandon to Tammy. To Tammy. Nightbot won't pick me for nothing. Yeah, it's annoying, man. I see people go a long time without getting picked, and then sometimes they get picked multiple times all of a sudden, you know? So you just got to believe. You got to believe. You got to have pokey faith. All right, so now we're also going to hit reset entries, and the keyword has gone back to being TCC. So that is the keyword once again. This goes into Victini. How nice is that? So Victini is getting pretty close now. Ta-da! The This is up to 29 out of 33. Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Oh no! We also have Brandon saying, last order of the night. 2 Eighth Adrift packs. Much love. Okay, 2 Eighth Adrift packs coming right up. So, all right. Here's this. And we got 2 Eighth Adrifts. And we're going to say, doot, doot, Brandon. You know, Brandon, I think I sold one of these packs. Oh, I know. It's over here, isn't it? We tried to do a magic jumbo pack break, but people didn't like it. They're like, it's too expensive. So that did not work, did it? Okay, put this over here perhaps. Okay, so here are your 2 packs. Mr. Reed Hathim's message. Hathim says, I sent an order at the end of the daytime stream. It was for 1 English Black Bolt. Okay, let's take care of that real fast, guys. 1 English Black Bolt. There it goes. Since Hathim here seems to think that he just gets the stuff that he pays for. Man, people are so entitled. So entitled. It's this younger generation, you know. All right, you ready? Here goes. Oh, Arduino Master Ball. Very good. Arduino. Say my name, say my name. It's nice, right? It's nice being part of the live. It's nice being here. It's a lot of fun. It's a social place. Okay. Did that just fall over? All right. So Hathim's got the bag. Here you go, Mr. Hathim. It's nice to have you. B-O-N-K. What? If no one is around, you say, baby, I love you. What? Oh, let's put this back. Come on now. There we go. Okay, lovely. Got a new slab on the table. Duskull from Cosmic. How nice. Siness. I can see that one slipping right into the live customs. Captain Planet wants to have a word with you on the burning of those logs. Dude, we've been burning stuff for 3 straight days. A lot of burning. Perilous Snare. Ooh, he's been snared. Sun Billow Verge. Debris Beetle. Priest of the Crossing. Okay. Thunderous Velocipede. Alright, that's a mythic rare. Spot Cycle Scouter. Skybox Fairy. Plains. Alright. So far you got 1 mythic rare out of there. The Thunderous Velocipede. There you go. Minister's not down with Destiny's Child. Oh, that's an old song. Oh, Beyonce. I see it now. Say my name, say my name. Is that it? That's old, man. From like the 90s. I'm not old. I'm like one of you young guys. I'm hip. I'm with it. Here's Outpace Oblivion. Pride of the Road. Transit Mage. Alacrian Jaguar. Alacrian. Engine Rat. Uh-oh. Trip Up. Light Wheel Enhancements. And Planes. 3 days ain't nothing. Volcanoes go non-stop. Here we are. Ooh. And now we also have Construct. Not a Construct. Muraganda Raceway. Okay. Muraganda. Quag Feast. Okay. Thopter Fabricator. Prophet of the Scarab. Fearless Swashbuckler. Skybox Fairy. Pool Drifter. Okay. Very nice. It was nice going hunting for Black Bolt today, and every store is full at 4 p.m., so maybe this will be a dead set after all. Oh, that's good news. I better be careful on my restocks then. I kind of already am careful. I feel like I got just enough that I would need. I didn't go crazy on this set like the way I went crazy on Prismatic. There. Do you think the CEO who watched Coldplay will need to pass his Pokemon cards to his ex-wife? Yeah, probably. Rocketeer, Risen Necro Regent, Kickoff Celebrations, Scoured Bevins, Packed Doll, and Hull Drifter. I like the Packed Doll. Yep, that is such a viral internet moment right now. There's so many memes coming out. We are. They're making tons of memes on that guy. He got fired, right? Isn't the CEO fired by the board of directors? I thought I heard about that. All right. Very good. They were both put on leave. Okay, they were put on leave. I got it. As in, leave and have a nice Jamaican vacation. Look at that rocket's wheezing, man. That's a nice card. I think we better put that card straight into the Poke Shuffle because it's so nice. This is going to say 105. Wheezing. Okay, so he's about $40. Okay, $40 it is. That gives them more time to be together. Pretty much. You can't stop people from being in love, man. You're not gonna stop it, you know? That's why divorces are a thing. That's why Karen gets half the money and the kids, because you can't stop it. It's a force of nature. It's not just like someone choosing the color red or the color blue. You can't stop nature. It's like telling like a lion to cut his nuts off. Cut your nuts off. What? What's the point of being alive at all? It's the point to just go to work, do the work, go to work, do the work. You gotta have some kind of romance in your life. It's just sad for the partners of both of those people that, you know, they've met each other and like each other that much that they're ready to move on. Piece of dust in there. The wife about to get money, though. That's what I'm saying. She gonna get money. She'll probably get a new boyfriend, too. Maybe somebody who has more time for her and treats her better. You never know. Oh, right. Poke Shuffle. Sometimes people are in relationships that they shouldn't have gotten into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can be in a relationship where, you know, you're married or you're the person you've been with, maybe you've been with them a long time or something, and it's just not the right person. And you could actually be making a mistake of being with them too long. We don't talk about that because we all have like a Disney fairy tale belief about love. But the reality is we are not in a Disney movie. This is not Disney. If you find someone who loves you and you love them, you should just go be with them. That's my opinion on it. But boy, he pussied out when he ducked when the camera saw him. Dang, dude. If he had not ducked, that lady probably would not have uploaded the video. All right, so this is going into the Poke Shuffle. The woman who recorded it would not have uploaded that. She uploaded it because she thought it was odd. Good. Going to carry the Gundam. Yeah, I am going to carry the Gundam. I think I'm ready to make a purchase on that, actually. Let me mention that. Let's see. There we go. All right. Yeah, that set should be coming out in like 2 weeks or something. Maybe a little less than 2 weeks. Now we have a Mr. Wilson Chalco. Wilson Chalco. There's so many memes and recreations. Yeah, it's really funny. Wilson says, "Hey, Mistress Wilson, it's been a few years since I last placed an order. If I could please have 2 live customs and 8 English Destined Rivals." Ooh, I love Destined Rivals, man. I am a Destined Rivals fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Destined Rivals, to me, is like a new gym challenge set. Really nice set. Of course, it's lacking Charizard, though. No Charizard in this set. But still, there's a lot of great stuff in here. I guess it has a Blaziken. The chase card really is that Mewtwo, huh? It's a Mewtwo set. If only it was a Charizard set, it would have been really good. You know, the original Team Rocket set had Dark Charizard in it, so what's so bad about that? Okay, you ready? Grab this. 1. Are you ready? 2. Oh, are you done selling the Korean Nikke? If there's a lot of demand for it, I can get a fresh round of it. I can't decide whether to get more of it because it did sell through, but it was selling not terribly fast. God d'Ivoire. Do you guys really want that Korean Nikke back on the menu? PSA 10, God d'Ivoire. Look at this. Wilson Chalco comes back and instantly hits a live custom. That is very lucky, Mr. Wilson. Wilson! Really? That's a good card, too. Look at that. That is Sylveon Gardevoir. That's kind of a girly card. You probably don't want it, Wilson. I'll take it off your hands. Okay, Wilson. Chalco. Okay. Ooh. Set this over here. There's so many different ways you can send your money, you know. There's too much stuff. Too many choices to make. What do we got here? We've got Dodrio. This is really, if you're looking for a new card to put into Sabaway, this is Pop 26. This is Fire Red, Leaf Green. I know it's just Dodrio, but people really do pick up these very affordable, very rare slabs from highly desirable sets. And yes, that is a highly desirable set. There's Metazoo, by the way. We've got the Metazoo Mothman. I'm not expecting that to move super fast. We're going to probably give him the star spot one day, and then you're all going to be in a Metazoo Mothman break that you don't want to be in. But if you pull it, we'll have an option for me to buy back at a set price, and then I'll probably run it again until it reaches like a really low price. All right. Yeah, maybe we'll set the buyback to, well, it's going to be a little low, maybe like 800 or something. 800 buyback. What do you guys think? All right, here goes. Do you collect UFC? Great question. I do not collect UFC cards. I think UFC is pretty cool, but I do not collect the cards. I'm all in on Pokemon. I'm like a Bitcoin purist, right? But for Pokemon. So I pick whatever I think is going to do the very best, and then I just buy lots and lots and lots of that. But I have a little bit of Mickey Mouse. I have a little bit of gold. I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, ready? Ponyta. I don't think he does. I'm advocating for 6. Spell check got me again. Finish the Victini. Wilson, leave now while you're up again. Primeape. Here's Skavafty. I'm glad you came back, Mr. Wilson. You know, that happens a lot, actually. People, they take a leave from this channel, disappear for a while, and then they go, hey, you're still going. And I say, and then they go, ooh, I'm going to open some cards again. That sounds fun. Here's Spot Ups. I think that's how Pokemon works in general. People take breaks from Pokemon. Like me, for example. I'm going to take a break from Pokemon, start up a lumber mill. We're going to mill some trees, some American trees for some time. Artisanal. We're going to get some artisanal wood slabs. And I'll make some wood tables or something. I don't know. And then we'll do that for a full year. And then we'll get full swing back into Pokemon. Team Rockets Moltres. Kaka! Whoosh. All right. Wilson with the W, huh? So that'll be a new Wilson bag. Wilson! I want that Mickey Mouse card from Disney Lorcana. The one worth a lot. What? Yeah, we stopped selling Lorcana. I didn't like that set in the end. If I run into any more Lorcana, it will be for sale. Wilson, Chalco. All right. You guys want to be in a fast-moving break? One that doesn't have too many spots? Here it is. The Pikachu break with one person already in there, Beatrice, and he's a 1 in 5, and that is a very special card because he's very hard to pull out of Classic Collection. Essentially, there's only one Pikachu per Classic Collection unit, and other starter Pokemon like Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, there were multiples, but Pikachu, he's only one, so they treat him like a rare card in the set. So that means that every time you want to try to grade a Pikachu, you got to buy a whole nother box of Classic Collection. And then he does not grade 10 every time. What about my Psyduck break? Hello guys, the Saturday break is a $35 buy-in. You might be shocked to learn that Old Maid cards are actually getting kind of pricey. Old Maid, you didn't expect that, did you? Old Maid cards. So now we have Miss Janice, 1 box of the Pokemon White English, 1 box of Japanese OP12, 20 Poke Shuffles, please. Use the $100 credit, bag with Steven. Thank you, Janice. Ta-da. So that's all good. 20 Poke Shuffles. Oh my. All right, let's see what we got. Make sure I grab a chunk big enough. This is 20 Poke Shuffles, guys. It could go wrong or it could be very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, what could this be? Totodile? Tulav? Oh, that's... If only you had gone before the other guy, you would have actually scooped something up. Oh, that sucks. So, all right. Just the 2 live and Mudkip 9. It's going to be a tough round. It wouldn't have been a tough round if you had picked up the thing in the live customs. Crazy how that works out sometimes, you know. It's just luck. It's just luck in the end. This time a little unlucky. Mudkip. Okay, he's a cute card. He's actually not so bad, actually, when I'm looking at him now. He's from Ruby Sapphire. That's the Gold Star era. That's Gen 3. 2003. See, he's still got the e-reader bar down there. But that one obviously graded 9. And it will have the value of a 9. Oh, no, wait a second. We want to say Steven on it. Okay. Yeah, that guy kind of swiped the thing out of the live customs. Damn it, Wilson. Okay. All right. If I go 0-100 in gym breaks, what's my discord roll? I don't think you can go 0 and 100, can you? You mean in a row? There we go. You mean like if you pull overall 100 cold ones. Ready? 1, 2. Oh, man. 2 cold ones. Sucks. We actually need to load that back into the box now that I think about it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that gets loaded back in. Boop. And this card actually ticks down in price by $5, by the way. By the way, this goes down to $82. Ooh. Some Pupitars up here, huh? No one ever buys Pupitar. But this one's going to go down to $0. That's what's going to happen. Now, 1 box of English White. Guess what? I have that. Right here. Okay, White Flare. I'm glad someone's opening some White Flare. I feel like it hasn't been given as much love, even though they're extremely comparable sets. So you get just a slightly better deal with Pokemon White. Okay. I like to get the different ones. Here we are. There is a role in our Discord server for anyone who can pull a Chrome Victini, Chrome Zekrom, and Chrome Reshiram. You have to pull that out of the English set. That is the rule. It must be the English set. All right. No Korean, because the Korean set's too easy. Too easy. All right, there we go. After this, we have OP12. Snipping that. Is there a coin in there? I didn't see a coin, no. I didn't see a coin. What they had were like poison damage counter and like a dice. There we go. Here's this. And here is this. The Coldplay Affair is everywhere. I actually cannot escape it on my feed. Yeah, super viral, man. There we go. Opening Pokemon cards at a Coldplay concert. Here's Sock 'em Bop 'em. Tail. I just can't get enough of Sock. Sawaddle. Basically, he's worse Caterpie. They're like, make Caterpie, but not as good as Caterpie. Oh, Gigalith. That's kind of cool. Okay. Gigalith. Too many Whimsicots, man. How many times are they going to make the same plain Whimsicott cards? That's pretty good. That guy's going to have his head on a silver plate. Is that what he said? Well, it was funny when they looked at him. The lead singer for Coldplay immediately said, that guy's either having an affair or he's very shy. Yeah. So and that just added to the insanity, right? The fact that the lead singer actually commented on it. Oh, Tornatus. And Frillish, Dino, blow your horn. That's a really good drawing of the trees. Like, take Dino out of the picture for a minute. And you could put anything there, any Pokemon. There's really impressive tree drawings. They're trying so hard with these artworks, man. They're taking it to the next level. Okay. We have Swadloon. Oh, God. Here's a little Yukimori Durant. That's cool. Is it Yukimori? Yep. It's always Yukimori who does those clay figurines. Okay. Clay models. Terrakion. Ooh, Reshiram full art. That's nice. I like it. Reshiram. And ya boy, ya mask. Okay, there we have it. One whole box. Pokemon White. I even skipped past them. The algorithm is being mean. I think everyone has that issue. Just there. Oh, I already read that. Okay, so put that there. Good. And now the OP7. Do I happen to have OP7? Or OP12? Do I happen to have OP12 right next to me? That'd be so nice if I did. I do not, so I must stand up for the OP12. I'll be back, everyone. I'm on a journey to go find OP12. All right, here we are. Put these in here. Okay. One whole box. Snip in this. Good. Good. Put that there. All right. Okay, let's start sneeping. Sneep time. Sneep. Such a good sneep. Snipping this as well. Oh, let's finish sneeping this one. There it goes. Snipping this. Boy, today was so boring in terms of food. I had more Hamburger Helper. Yeah, Kirsten and I tried Hamburger Helper twice in a row now, 2 nights in a row. So sad compared to eating out. That's why everyone's fat. It's not just about desserts. Man, I just want to go out to eat and be somewhere, you know? We can afford it, too. We can afford it. We can go out to eat. It's not going to break our bank. I was like, let's go get wings. Can't. So I had ground turkey Hamburger Helper. Ground turkey Hamburger Helper. And then I cried myself to sleep. There. It was all right. Uh-oh. I'm getting that urge. No! What? Ready? Okay, so here's this guy. Episode 3 of the new Dexter was so good. You're watching the new Dexter. I've never watched any Dexter's. I've watched Dexter's Laboratory a long time ago. Here. Oops. All right. Here's this. Boobs. Look at that cleavage, man. I don't know, bro. All right, all right. Okay. Here's this hollow. Here's her, the green hair lady. Here's this person. Here's this guy. Here's him. Yo, what's this? Hair guy. Here's this guy with the chest. Hey everyone, happy Saturday. How's it going? Here's a hollow. A hollow. Still time for that manga. Come on, manga. All right. Okay. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. I saw a study saying one in 3 people in America use fast food at least once a day. That's crazy. Sorry, Europe, you're just not as fast food laden as us. Enjoy not being obese. Lame. We are. Yeah, that's too much, man. Fast food once a day. That's crazy, dude. Okay. And then everyone gets sick, and then everyone says, well, now we need free healthcare. What if instead of the free healthcare, we just started by shutting down all the fast food restaurants? Is that too radical? That's a pretty radical idea, right? Think of all the businesses. Think of all the money. Money. Yeah, money that goes to the CEO and the shareholder. Doesn't go to anyone else, really. No one else is getting super rich off of a fast food franchise. You have the franchise owner, corporate, the CEO, and the shareholders. They get rich. And then what do? They poison everyone else. What? Just ban it. It'll never be banned. Could you imagine a politician in America running on that idea? They would never do it. They're just poisoning Americans, and then Americans have all the problems. Liver, kidney, stomach, intestines, colon cancer. And they got obesity, heart disease, all the bad things, right? And then the fast food companies never really change their menu to be healthy. It's always unhealthy. And they make their millions, their billions, I mean. Not millions. Millions would be a small amount. Billions is what they make. And then when everyone's sick and unhealthy from it, the companies don't offer to pay for your obesity meetings with the doctor or your heart disease meetings or whatever it is you've got. They don't offer to pay for that. They say, maybe the government should pay for that, which is us, by the way, the taxpayer. Here we are, Mr. Steven. That's a pretty radical idea, though. Nobody will agree to that, even though everyone virtually agrees fast food is not good for you. But no one would agree to shut it down. They'd say, no, you can't take that away. But also, healthcare should be free. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up in my mind. I can do basic math, guys. It doesn't add up. It's like 1 + 1 = 3. That's not how it maths. That's not good math. That's bad math. Steven Gonzalez. Ban cigarettes, limit alcohol, and force fast food companies to only serve like balanced, healthy meals, or they get shut down. Boom. There we go. You'll reduce health problems in America right away. People eat like they have Medicaid. Yeah, people eat like when they get health problems. Well, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. I think the people who eat like McDonald's and Taco Bell every day, I'm sure some of them are actually stressed out by it. Like they eat it and they go, I know I shouldn't be eating this. You know? Ban waifu cards. The guy that faked everything. Air fryers are the best. I was in D.C. tonight and took a picture of a person's poster saying Trump sucks Putin's blank. What? You hear about the sports memorabilia dealer who counterfeited over $350 million in product, got raided, and took his own life on Tuesday. Oh, so it was his own dead body Now I know the full story. It was his own dead body. 350 million. Wow. 350 million. Let me look that up. What'd you call it? Hold on. Sports card counterfeiter who faked $350 million of sports cards. Okay. 2 days ago. Sports memorabilia dealer admits to counterfeiting over $350 million in gear after police raids warehouse. The FBI helped. Finding one person dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Wow. Brett Lemoy, a sports collectibles dealer who ran Mr. Man Cave. Mr. Man Cave? Get the word Mr. out of your mouth. Let's see. He wrote a lengthy post in Autograph's 101 Facebook group admitting he sold more than 4 million items and brought in over $350 million, much of it on forgeries. So like fake signatures, is that right? Details how forging autographs and holographs became an addiction and claimed he was responsible for a huge portion of the autographed merchandise on the sports collectibles market. What? Wow. 95% of the Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Judge on the market are sold by me. Basically, every autograph sold in the last 25 years, you should have it looked at. It's fake, and someone sold it to you other than me. I wish I had the exact dollar number of money taken in from this, and I'll go to my grave never knowing. I kept this secret from everyone. Lemoy claimed the warehouses police raided had 500 to 700 million worth of fake merchandise. He claimed he made undistinguishable counterfeit cards and holograms from companies like Fanatics, JSA, and Panini, and autographs from some of the biggest athletes like Mahomes, Judge, Kobe Bryant, and Tom Brady. The building was seized and I let it happen. The run is done. There's over 500 to 700 million dollars in value of hologram cards in there. Let that sink in. Every company I've touched is now my bitch. Oh my god, he's stupid, dude. This guy's on some sort of ego power trip. I thought he was apologizing. He's on an ego trip. That was my goal. Once you came at me or spoke my name, I went after you and your company directly, intentionally. Yeah, okay. What a stupid guy, dude. Studied the auto pen until it was unnoticeable. Dang, that's crazy. When the companies tried to get smarter, he created an auto pen to duplicate by the thousands. He used Biden's auto pen. He spilled the beans and deleted himself. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, man. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Here's Hathum, another English Black Bolt Snipe. You got it. Okay, and it looks like I have to go open a fresh case of Black Bolt. I'll be back. That's crazy, man. That's brazy, boy. It's brazy. You know what that tells me? That tells me grading companies can be beaten at their own game pretty easily. Here we are. if all that is true, and these grading companies graded all these cards and claimed, hey, this signature is authentic, they got to be pooping in their pants right now at all the claims they're going to get. Good luck selling any signed sports cards now. Lucky for us, we sell Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't really do signatures. There are some signatures, but those are generally signed in person. These aren't like the ones you pull out of booster packs, right? You know what I mean? Because I bet you what he was doing, he was faking the ones mostly that you pull out of booster packs, right? All right, there we go. Good. I wonder how much of his post is just him BSing. Like, I wonder how real it is. Okay. Good. But yeah, I mean, I can see how that would be addicting. I mean, if you were that good at counterfeits, it's like printing blank checks for yourself, isn't it? That's how you get addicted to something like that. It's free money, dude. What do you think he did with all that money? He must have been having a lot of fun, you know. He must have been living it up. The one guy, so it wasn't just a one-person team either, because somebody involved in it committed unalive as they got caught because he didn't want to go to federal jail for the rest of his life. So he said, "Nah, I'm good. I'll just end it all right here." Man, I don't know, man. BSing then offing himself? Well, so he was the one that offed himself? Was that it? I didn't catch that connection. Was he the one that offed himself? There we go. Fool should have just left to a country without extradition after the first 100 million. And when did he post that? Did he post that before or after the raid? Did he post that before the raid? Did they raid because he posted that? Okay, you ready? Chinchino. Ooh. It was the same guy? Crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh. Wait. I was only supposed to open one pack for you. This is mine now. What am I doing, dude? Oh my gosh. I pulled myself an N. So that's your Chinchino. You got the first pack, Mr. Thim. I guess this ETB is mine. Man, I was so distracted by the conversation. I'm so stupid. All right. Well, let me finish opening this. We get a clink, clink. I'm so dumb, dude. Okay. Well, no, wait a second. Unless somebody else had placed an order for Black Bolt. Let me make sure no one else had already placed an order. If somebody else had placed an order, it's theirs. So let me double check, make sure it's no one else's first. Azure Lane with the Zach. Nope, it's mine. There's no other orders in the queue. Dang, dude. All right, Conkeldurr. I don't even want him, to be honest. Maybe I can sell him to 6 after grading him or something. Here's Tortuga. I tried to tell you. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see your message. We were talking about the one guy. I'm so used to people buying whole ETBs of this right now. People are buying lots of this product. Simipour. Oh, God, dude. What a horrendous card. I cannot stand looking at that Pokemon. Why is he even... He should not count as a Pokemon. That's why Black and White is so bad, because of Pokemon designs like those. Like, dear God, dude. Get rid of it. I don't even look at it. Last pack. Let's see what kind of pulls Daddy Cardconomist is getting. All right. Chinchino it is. Pretty hard to find a country that doesn't authorize extradition to the first nation of the world. Here we are. Didn't someone really want that in? 6, of course, wanted the N, but she did not order that round. That round was accidentally opened by me. Here's Simipour, Clink, and N. Guess I will place those into holders. And then these would be yours. And, all right. And then a couple, are any of these good? Let's see. Cobalion, Fracture, Volcarona, Tortuga, Snavi's kind of cute. I like the Volcarona. No, these are all dumb, dude. All right. Pretty far. Oh, I already read that. He's like a scuffed Sonic. We'll grade that N, and then maybe we'll host a break on it for Miss 6. Because I don't collect the N myself. Alright. The good news is the next ETB is a fresh ETB. So hopefully a Chrome card in the next ETB. Okay. Bro is printing money like the government. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I could get addicted to that, too, if you're just sitting down printing money, right? He said he was responsible for, like, what, 95% of the Patrick Mahomes signatures? Is that real? I mean, if that's real, that's not good. That is shockingly bad. And he couldn't have been working alone. There's just no way to distribute that much product alone. Somebody knew he was faking them, and somebody was buying those fakes from him. Like a fence, you know what I mean? Mister, you basically do sit down and print money. Well, no, not really. I mean, I do a service, but, and it doesn't make me, like, fantastically wealthy in 2 days. You know why I'm rich, right? You know why I'm fantastically wealthy? It's because I bought Pokemon cards and held them. That was it. And so now I can take my Ancient Origins box and sell it for, like, you know, $6,000 or whatever it is. That'll make you rich. I've been doing that for a long time. So, but that's a gamble. That's a bet. I bet on the Pokemon card market and I won. That's what it was. You don't get super rich making a couple dollars opening booster packs here and there. Maybe if you had like a whole group of people doing that, right? Like, so like if I hired a whole bunch of people and trained them to run live streams and told them, hey, sell these packs for a couple of dollars a profit each. And or a dollar profit, whatever it is. Like, for example, the $1.70 Korean booster packs. You think I'm making life-changing amounts of money on that? No. Sit here for 3 or 4 hours a day, twice a day, do that. You're not going to get rich doing that, selling Korean Pokemon cards. And that's one of our best sellers. You just make some money. You make a livable wage. You make decent money. It's the crazy stuff. It's the crazy stuff, like knowing the big flips, like the poker cards were a big flip. That makes you wealthy. It's holding on to product like the XY product for 6 years, and now it's worth thousands of dollars. That'll make you rich. So, yeah, so I've had some good luck on the fact that Pokemon cards are just a fantastic investment, it turns out. And lots of people didn't believe that. I believed it the whole time, and I just bought, and benefited the whole way. Yeah, I mean, I was saying that Pokemon cards were going to jump in price before Logan Paul did his base set box break, the one that went viral. And so after Logan Paul did that, virtually everything I had purchased basically tripled, like overnight. Everything I'd bought, and I'd bought a lot of stuff already. I had gone nuts. I'd taken my bank account to zero buying Pokemon cards just before Logan Paul did his box break. And so I had all this vintage slabs, all this booster boxes, and they all triple overnight. That was a big deal, man. Here it is, Mr. Mr. Hathim, right? This was Mr. Hathim. I almost said Philip, but it is Hathim. Logan was late. Your margins are better than $1 here and there, for the most part, at least. Well, so when it comes to some products, it's like $1 here or there. When it comes to other products, it's a better margin. You're right. Here it is. It depends on what you're talking about. All right. But also, you know, you don't just wake up one day and have like a card shop with a reputation. I worked very hard and very honestly to build a stellar reputation. You don't get to have that right away. You have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself over many years. So you're signing up to prove that you can be relied on. That takes time. So it's a real asset. Honesty is a real asset. And people who do crime, they don't know that. They don't understand it. I understood it right away. Here it is. Here's Voltorb. Oh. Trust and honesty is a real asset. Here's a Zapdos. So you can't wake up tomorrow and have like a community. You can't have a group that says, yeah, I'll do my breaks with this guy. You can't do that in one night. So it's something you have to work on and build over a long time period. Here's Kevin Vu, Victini. You got it, Kevin. Speaking of breaks, we're getting very close to a very big one, the Victini break. Here, go, Kevin. The temptation is swelling within me, mister. What, to open more cards? Here's Victini. Ooh. You should, here's what you should do, Brandon. You should set a goal. I want this, this, and this card. And then set a a price range that you're allowed to spend based on your weekly paycheck so that you purchase cards in a very responsible way. And then bada bing, bada boom, you have more like a comfortable way of enjoying cards. So you should sit down and think about that. You can even ask ChatGPT to help structure that for you. Just give the AI some information about your income. And after you've picked out what you really want to collect, it will help give you some advice on what to collect, I'm sure. There you go. Look at that, Victini. Okay. I wonder what the fallout will be from grading companies a month from now after the sports autograph news. Yeah, I know, exactly. When was that? 2020. You're talking about the Logan Paul box break? Yeah, Logan Paul was like a year later. Yeah, it was a big deal, man. I remember, I think it was around the October time period. And I had already purchased my PSA 6 first edition Charizard. I'd already purchased a full Team Rocket collection. I'd purchased duplicates of the Team Rocket collection. I'd already purchased a large chunk of Rocket Returns. And I'd purchased various special WOTC era cards here and there that I really missed from my childhood. And then on top of that, I bought several vintage booster boxes, which were really not cheap. They took a lot of my money to do that. But back then, they were very cheap compared to now. And so now, you know, I got a booster box that cost me a little bit of money, and now it's worth like $30,000. Yeah, I bought a base set Japanese booster box back in the day, and it was $8,000. I'm pretty sure it's like $40,000 to $50,000 now. My head's just exploding. What do I do with it? Do I break it? Do I keep it forever? All right, so next up, we got Philip Adornato, and he wants 6 packs of Destined Rivals. Oh. So, you know, being a rip and shipper, it does make some money. Some nights can be really good money. Not all nights. Not all nights are good money. Not when something goes wrong with shipping. Not when there's a scammer who tries to scam you. Not when you get bad product. Not when a supplier is supposed to send you like $12,000 of product and they go, whoopsie, I can't find it. So, you know, you deal with all kinds of problems and you pay taxes and you make some money and it feels okay. But it's my bets. I took every dollar and I bet it all on Pokemon. That's what I really did. I look at it. I really did just buy tons and tons and tons of Pokemon. And it worked. It worked. How crazy, man. How crazy. I am the winner in this scenario right now. I'm very lucky. Very lucky. All right, here we are. Of course, maybe one day that all changes. You never know. Maybe the economy collapses. Maybe Pokemon's the biggest Beanie Baby bubble we've ever had in human history so far. Soon, Gold Star Gyarados is just wiped like a piece of toilet paper because he's useless, he's valueless. Who knows? Anything could happen. That's why it's investing, because inherently it's risky. Yeah. I was preaching about Pokemon cards the whole time, and I was buying Pokemon cards the whole time. 3, 4. Here we are. That's what does it. I basically feel like a crypto bro, but for Pokemon, not for crypto. And I did play around with crypto. I made a little bit of money in Bitcoin. I should have held my Bitcoin, you know. I sold. Goes. I bought into crypto when it was like at 48,000. This was after Bitcoin started to recover from the Sam Bankman-Fried or whatever his name was. So it dropped down to whatever. What did it drop down to? Like 25 or 15? I can't remember. Some really ridiculously low number. And I saw it steadily rising. And I said, well, look, if it's going to recover back to 70, it's going to shoot past 70. And so I bought in at 48. And then I sold at like 96 or 94. I can't remember. And now it's at like 118. So I could have just held it. The funny thing is, I used that money, though. I used the sale of the Bitcoin money and just rolled it over into Pokemon cards back in January. That's when all that was going down. And that timing was perfect timing, dude. I felt it in my gut. I felt the winds of change for Pokemon, and I said, oh my gosh, if Pokemon changes perspective from not doing very well to doing well, this hobby is going to go crazy. It's going to go nuts. That's how I felt about it. It's going to be worse than Logan Paul. And so do you remember I put out a video buying $90,000 of Pokemon? Where do you think that money came from? Some of it was stocks. Some of it was crypto. Ooh, I like this Misty Psyduck. Oh, but it's off center. That's too bad. Philip, I like this. Buy and hold. That's it. 16K dropped to that. Was crazy. Yes, from 16,000 to 116,000, guys, in like the span of a year and a half or something like that. Not bad, or 2 years. I don't know how long it's been. Pretty good. Pretty dang good for Bitcoin. Definitely really impressive. Of course, nobody was predicting to buy it at 16,000. That's why it was at 16,000. And you should have bought in when it was at that stage where you could tell it was recovering. If you buy in now it's really at a new peak. It's at a new record price, and you don't really know what happens next. Right? When I bought it at 48, I was like, well, it looks like it's climbing to 70, and it certainly could. So that's why I bet on it, because I felt like, that was just going to be the nature of it. And it felt the same way with Pokemon. If Pokemon was going through a recovery, I was like, you better buy in right now during the recovery period, because after that, it turns into greed. Once cards start appreciating, it's like an upward spiral. You've heard of a downward spiral, right? Well, it turns into an upward spiral. It turns into a meme stock. Everyone wants it all of a sudden. Here goes Philip, because everyone thinks it only goes up, it only goes up, it only goes up. Nuh-uh. No, sir, it goes down too. And but everyone wants to be there when it's going up, so that's the exciting part, And so Pokemon just went through a gigantic transformation, and it's the same thing for Pokemon. Pokemon's at this new... By the way, did you have a bag, Philip? I believe you did. Pokemon's at this new record price. We don't really know what happens next. Could be good, could be bad. Guess we're going to find out. Here it is. All right. Philip Adornato. Just a bag of hollows? Did you have a second bag? You must have had a second bag. Ain't no Giovanni's Nidoking. What the hell, mister? You have no clue how much I love that card. I'm a Nidoking fan. I like Nidoking. He's kind of like Tyranitar before we had Tyranitar. And I'm obviously a Tyranitar fan as well. Let's see a skill card up here. We got a nice Rayquaza. If you guys are watching these slabs I put up for sale, you might notice something like this, a modern card, 2023, and you think, I don't want modern. Everything was a cheap modern card before it got expensive. So do not forget that. Sun and Moon used to be this cheap, not anymore. XY used to be this cheap, not anymore. Sword and Shield cards used to be cheap, not anymore. So if you're kind of priced out of the vintage market, and we are, like I can't just go buy mint vintage cards all day long and grade them and flip them. It's just not a thing. So the gains are to be had in the fresh modern cards that are still being printed, or they're just now done being printed. Like this might just now be done being printed. So all the fun is there because there's plenty of supply, plenty to grade, and I use my skill to grade them. And then and then they go up over time, hopefully. That's the gamble, is whether they go up or not. Will Voltorb go up? Maybe. Starting from 39, it's not actually that hard to go up. We just saw a big gain on a cheap Pokemon card. This one right here. Look at this Psyduck. This card used to be really cheap. In bear market, PSA grade your card less harshly. That's possible. I don't know if there's a way to prove that, but it's possible. PSA 10 Old Maid Psyduck. Payduck? No, Psyduck. The duck that sighs. There you go. All right. So, if we filter this and go to sold, okay, and sort it by ended recently. Look, 50, 50, 36, 46, 40, 34, 38, 33, 51, 46. As you zoom down, look, it goes down to 31 plus $4. And I guess there's no more from the recent sales, but that's kind of how it goes. This card is blipping upward, It's from 2019. It's actually 6 years old. And what is that? Is that a bug? No, that's not a bug. It's a Pizza Fuzz. But yeah, so you get these cards that seem like they're not going to have any value, right? But then over time, he goes from 31 to what, 50? And now there's one on the market, and it's like 70 with shipping. So that's how we get to this price, by the way. All right, so here's Rayquaza. I've heard a theory saying bear market, they grade less harshly. I think OG's black and white cards are going to go up like crazy in the next 5 or 10 years because it's so hard to grade. Yeah, some people are calling that middle era, which is fine instead of vintage. I don't know what people really are going to end up calling it all. But yeah, there's black and white and all that stuff. It's pretty old now, I guess. You know, XY era is basically 10 years old. 10 years is plenty. 10 years is enough for a kid to grow up and buy Pokemon cards. All right, so this is V-Star Universe Rayquaza, huh? Let's see what we have here. Here he is. He's $40. Wow. Easy. From 2022, actually. There we go. Sent money again? Sounds good to me. All right, are we good? Yes. Next up, we have an order from Zach Stixkowski. He says, 2 Azure Lane First Editions. 2 Azure Lane First Editions. Here they are. These pricey Azure Lane First Editions. How much was it for you to crack a slab? I'll crack a slab for $5. There we go. And you have to agree that I may damage the card inside. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. You'd think that you would never damage a card. Maybe I won't. Maybe because it's your card and I'm scared to damage it. Maybe I'll just be more careful. But it happens. Stuff happens, you know. Wonder what that CEO is thinking. You wonder what he's doing right now? Probably scrolling the internet. Probably breathing into a paper bag because his whole life just flipped upside down because he was at a Coldplay concert and it went poorly. It went viral. Mr. Zach. Mr. Zach. Yep, probably crying into a pillow right now. You know, he's got really intense pressure on him. He doesn't just have the pressure of the family and people he know, the company he knows. It's the whole world. It's everybody on the internet. So imagine being in the ire of the internet, being the laughing joke. All right. Oops. So, Mr. Brandon, Aether Drift pack and shipping. Let's get it. Just one, Brandon? Brandon, I think you could do at least 2 or 3. Nah, I'm messing with you, Brandon. We are. So this is 5, 6, a 7. Okay. Set this here. People are going to look at him funny shopping for groceries. He has some downgrade ass. What do you say? What I really want to know is if him and the lady he was with, if they stay together. If they break up, if they don't stay together, it was all for nothing. All for nothing. All right. And that's probably what they're talking about right now. Not defending his actions. It was definitely unacceptable, but I feel like the whole mocking him is taking things out of proportion. Oh, no. He has to be mocked because it was such a bizarre moment. It was a naturally viral moment. Pathbreaker Ibex. Here we are. Here's Ovia, Automech Artisan. This eyeball, which is called Verbose Host. Retu Mystic. Afterburner Expert. Midnight Mangler. Rangers Refueler. Planes. Broadside Barrage. Haunted Hellrider. Gastro Raider. Starting Column. Stampeding Scurryfoot. Maximum Overdrive. And Special Interference. There we go. All right. Defending cheaters. Well, I've been in a relationship that was bad before where I wasn't so happy, and that relationship ended, and that's when I met Karis, and Karis has been a much better partner. You know, people really want relationships to be monogamous, to last forever, to be like true love, romance, Romeo and Juliet, but the stark reality is often more complex. Humans meet each other every day. There's chemistry sometimes, and so I don't blame them for like wanting each other. I really think that's just part of being human. And obviously, if his partner at home was really, really good, he probably would not have done that. Unless he's just some sort of serial cheater type, but I bet you he's not. He's a CEO. I doubt that he's a serial cheater. Maybe he is, I don't know. But same with the girl. She was married too. It was much more likely that they worked together and really liked each other. So you find this person who you're working with and you're like, oh my gosh, we're really a very good pair. And that's how it happens. You fall in love. If that's, the type of relationship matters is what I'm trying to say. So that what's going on matters. I don't think that the CEO is trying to drive a knife through his wife's heart. I hate her. I want to, but some guys actually do that, which is really crazy. But they shouldn't. But sometimes you're just not in the right relationship is my point. You can't strictly judge the assumption that he was in this perfect relationship and he ruined it all to be with a house wrecker. She's a house wrecker. And they're all terrible people and he's a terrible person. Relationships are just complex, They're complex. And no one likes to see it either. Nobody likes to see cheating. No one likes to see affairs. No one likes to see marriages or ending or divorce. But it's like, it happens, man. They had kids. Then you get a divorce. It's selfishness. Here's the reason that's not a very good explanation either. And I know, again, it just sucks, right? It sucks that it's not that simple. Because if you meet a nice person who you want to be with, you don't just both instantly divorce in one day just to see if maybe your new relationship is good. So, you're test driving the new relationship is what's happening. They were test driving it. They probably would have divorced. Think about it. They almost certainly would have. So they were heading that direction anyways. Come on now. God, I hate this software, dude. This software sucks. I love to see it. So Troy, you're crazy. You got a new wife, mister? Yeah. We are. Yes. I broke up with a girl that I was in a long-term relationship with, and after that was when I met Karis. And Karis has been such a better fit compared to the last girl. And my view on relationships is that it's a dynamic thing. It's not a, I don't view it as like this religious, ultimate, final commitment kind of thing, because I think we made that up. Those are like made up beliefs. You want to grow old with somebody, but you want to make sure you grow old with the right person, And so, and I'm sure that, because again, I've dated before and I've dated people who I really wasn't supposed to be with. And the worst thing I could have done is stayed in that relationship, and I'm glad I'm not in it anymore. So you could have done that. All right, Mr. Steven Gonzalez, he says, for the Pokey Shuffles. Now, if you meet somebody and they're kind to you and you're kind to them and you're a very good fit, you got passionate sex life and, you generally like each other's company, yeah, you should hold on to that like crazy, All right, but I think there's plenty of people who stay in bad relationships when they shouldn't. And they run into this problem where they're highly, they've invested a lot into that relationship. They can't easily get back out of it anymore. They had kids or something, and it's just a tough situation. It really is. All right. It's selfishness, not cool any which way. Then you get a divorce. They had kids. My family jewel is a good pair. You got a new wife. You make it sound like you cheated with Kate. I did not. He test drove all right. The Rayquaza is $40. He's a $40 card. That's right. This Rayquaza here from 2022 is $40. No, I've never cheated on anyone. But I've been in a long-term relationship that I got out of, and then I met Karis, and I had been working so hard to make the long-term relationship work. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just moved on already. And it's probably the same for some, not all, but some people who are in not the right relationship. It's always easy to fall back on the belief that no matter what, you have to protect this relationship, you have to keep it going, you have to fix it. No, man, sometimes breaking up and getting to the next person is your best move in life. And I'm sure of it because I'm married to a new person, and it's a much better life. It's just how it is. It's just the truth. And so that's my bet. Somebody like a CEO and head of HR, you know, they're not totally stupid. They're not like sex addicts or something like that. That's not what's going on. They probably genuinely like each other. That's probably what's going on. They probably go, I really like you. You got the right personality type. We fit like a puzzle piece. They're cuddling at a Coldplay concert. I mean, you don't get to that point. You don't get to the cuddling at a Coldplay point by just some, you know, office fling, you know. Some, oh yeah, I feel like cheating on my wife because I'm a dog. Ow! You know, it's not like that. Okay? I doubt it's like that anyways. I could be wrong. Maybe it's exactly like that. So we got some lovely cards here. Oh, wait. We don't want to take the Voltarb. Yeah, we take the Voltarb down. Let's take him down. Take him down. Pass him around. Victini's so close. Please, God, let it be me, says Tone. One person will pull it. We just don't know who. Thank you, Mr. Steven. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, we have Hathim. Another pack of English Black Bolt. So you get a fresh ETB now. Except this time we won't open the whole ETB. All right. If you've been a victim of cheating or an affair or something like that, I would say it's time to move on. Burn that other person out of your heart quickly and go find somebody who really wants you for you, you know? Don't try to string along this person who doesn't really want you. If they don't want you, they don't want you. Best to face the reality, you know? Face the reality head on and go find somebody who wants you for who you are instead of somebody who's just trying to manage the relationship, keep it going for its own sake. Well, we have to keep it going. So that's my perspective on that kind of stuff. Best to break it off quick and move on quick. All right. You can get back to enjoying life with the new person. So, just one pack this time, Mr. Athim. Don't bring God into this. Wire bump. Got cheated on, had her pack her shiz, and leave the same day. Yeah, actually, I've been cheated on too. So, I've experienced that before. I've experienced that myself. And it's not super awesome. And, yep. And it's just part of life, you know. You can't overthink it. And again, the way I see this kind of stuff is like people fall in love and you can't stop it because humans are just hardwired to do that. Here's Fennel. Here's Victini. Look at that Victini. Wow, Victini. So nice. Okay. Just leaving this. Zoop. And we'll grab Hathim's bag. And we'll place your Victini inside. All right. Now, let's see what's next. We have an order from Ivan, who says Rayquaza. Ivan Rodriguez. One Rayquaza. Okay. I've been cheated on as well. It wasn't a relationship where I was going to marry the girl, but it still sucked. Yeah, exactly. It's not very fun. Okay, let's see. Nidoking this time. Look at that lovely Nidoking. You excited for the new Everdark bosses on the 31st? Yeah, I heard about that. They're going to have the Crazy Madness one and whatever his name is, and the Frost one, whatever his name is, and what is the third one? I can't remember. They're rolling out content for that game a little slow, man. Also, I wish there were, like, significant rewards. Like, rewards where you actually got excited for the rewards. You end up moving on. I think it's almost important to have one bad relationship, at least. Because it teaches you a lot about yourself. It teaches you about life. If you're somebody who's never had a relationship or never had a bad relationship, how are you going to learn all that stuff? How are you going to get the perspective, you know? So I feel like it was a very important thing. Okay. You sort of learn what you don't want. That's a really important thing to know. So this is... It also toughens you up a little bit, I'd say. Part of growing up, turning into an adult. Okay. We are. Which I imagine the CEO's wife is experiencing right now. She is feeling that right now. So this shall be $20. That's not too bad at all. I got the Fancy Weapon Charm for Monster in the Wilds for the time trial. I managed to stay in the top 1K. Nice, dude. Martin Ramirez says, crack my PSA 9 Bole Pique slab and send to tag. You got it. So what is it? It's a PSA 9 B-hole. Maybe you mean to say like birthday Pikachu and send it to tag. Well, that sounds like I need to go downstairs and collect it. I also was requested by Mr. Brandon Boutillier to sell his cards. So it's Martin Ramirez and Brandon Boutillier. Okay, let me take this with me. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got more stuff to do, guys. I got to get these slabs. Wow, you're having me crack a really expensive card. All right. So here it is. And I got Mr. Brandon Boutillier slabs. Place those there. You sure you want me to crack this? Why you're cracking this? Yeah, he said to crack it. Crack and send a tag. Let's start. Don't worry, I'm the expert. This is my new wrench, because the other one is with the encapsulator now. Children, don't do this at home. Be sure to wear eyewear if you do. Just like me, I'm wearing safety glasses. You can't see it because I'm behind the screen, but I'm wearing safety glasses. I swear. I've used many methods to crack a slab, but I've generally found the number one method is to go real slow and to just release the slab from the part that's actually encapsulated. Just break it free. It's encapsulated real hard at the bottom, though. Yeah, it's real strong on the bottom. See that? It's starting to come apart there. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, is tag the easiest to crack? Oh, hell no. Tag's horrible. Tag's horrible to crack. Okay. All right. There he is. Pikachu. Very surgical. Thank you. You kind of learn a thing or two about how to crack slabs when you crack them all day long. Like for TCC grading, if something needs to be cracked for any reason at all. Maybe like a label didn't encapsulate in a well-centered fashion, or maybe there needs to be a change to the label or something. I need to get some, give me a second. Alright, here we are. All the YouTube videos have shards going all over the place. Haha, that was impressive. Here we are. Good. Okay. Tougher than BGS, I'm surprised. Yeah, tag grading's the hardest one to crack because the plastic doesn't want to come off in a single piece. It just wants to splinter. So it's like super dangerous, actually. All right, there we go. So now this PP needs a nice clean sleeve. Good luck on the regrade. If it comes back 9, you're going to be sad, though. But it's worth a shot, huh? Martin. Ramirez. Tag. T for tag. All right, we'll set this over here. I'm tempted to finish the Victinia. Here's Miss Janice. 3 boxes, OP12, 25 Pokemon Shuffles, and shipping. Holy, dude. 25 of these guys? You got it. 25 it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my God. It's like a quarter of the box or something. Okay, what kind of luck will we run into? Tyranitar 10, we like that. 2 live, okay. Suicune 10, that's not bad. Ah, but the last round was cold, so these better turn out some hits for us. Let's see what this is all about. Suicune and Tyranitar sound promising. It's not like you pulled Weedle or something, you know what I'm saying? 079 Tyranitar, it's a nice $40 card, solid. And then the Suicune is this one. Okay, classic Suicune. So we're really depending on these live customs once again to do something. Do something for us, please! Come on, Live Customs. We've got a win and a 2. Foiled by the Live Customs again. Come on, Live Customs. There was a chance something came out. It would have been like an $80 card, huh? So there was a chance. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you went deep twice. I feel like the Live Customs have kind of been your bane, because this was not too bad. If you had pulled 1/3 card, it actually would have been about what you would want it to be, about $100 worth of cards, right? And these are 10s, so that's not so bad. Okay. Freaking love Customs. Steven. Good. And Steven. Good. I'm in a few breaks, or I would snag another spot. Oh. McDonald's breakfast time. Why you get that McDonald's breakfast a lot, man? I wanted to get fast food, but I'm finding real hard to eat healthy. 3 boxes of Japanese OP12. Dang, dude, I happen to have 2 more spare boxes in the room. I gotta go get more of them. 3 boxes. We're getting 3 boxes. 3 bars. I know, Karen. Okay. Ow. I also got a little more Pokemon Black, so that we have a whole ETB of that in case somebody orders that. Did you see the Giovanni promo for Boss Coffee in Japan? Yes, I did see that. I think that's very, it's cool, but at the same time, it feels too much like an ad. Hold on. All right. Man, the guy who was supplying me with the stuff from China is kind of making me feel like he's somewhat unreliable. I think I'm going to have to freaking get a new guy or something. I don't know. All right, so 3 of these. Let's get it. Guy selling his Brazil Red Victini for 1K now. Okay, there we go. The Brazilian one? I want the Brazilian one. All right. Tossing that there. Yeah, I saw that Giovanni card, but doesn't it just feel like an ad? You know? It works for some companies like Toys R Us, McDonald's. That's because McDonald's is huge. All right, let's see. Plus the fact that the coffee doesn't really feel like it ties in with Pokemon. Oh no, not a yawn. Oh, it's 4:20. It's 4:20 already. That's right, because we started late. Oh, it's so sad. We're only 2 hours in. That's not very late. Okay, there we go. Good. Blaze it. It's a new Pikachu McDonald's promo. Tossing this. Tossing this. Okay, we're looking for that manga. Come on, mangas. Good. 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 This thing? Haha. All right. Good. 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 Another hollow. Another hollow. An SR of the Boobies girl. Boozwinks. If I was her father, I'd tell her to put some damn clothes on. You're not going out like that. Here's these two things. Another SR. This guy's really giving you the crotch shot. Here's this. And these two people. And this Joker guy. And this guy who I don't know who he is. Ba-doom. Cool. Here's this. And this. And this. And this as well. Almost done with box number 1. Hey, hey! There we go. Pulling hat guy. Trafalgar Law, I think. Is it Trafalgar? You know, I'm not very good at these names. I never watched the show. Very popular set that we sell a lot of One Piece. Boy, do we sell a lot of One Piece. Okay, good. Tossing that. 77 people watching, man. Wow, that's a low number. It is. Just must be how late it is at night. And it must be that, I don't know, like maybe it's because it's July. Here it is. I notice views are kind of down overall on the channel right now. Views and subscribes are down a little bit. Hopefully it picks back up in the wintertime. We are. Okay. I remember we went through a real bad time period when Scarlet Violet came out. Boy, that channel did real bad around that time. And I think it's because people were actually just busy playing the game. Yeah, I think they're just playing the game. People are touching grass. I think they might be doing that. This dude was talking and I caught him with a One Piece. Louis out late at night. Dude, Louis is like a celebrity over here. We talk about him and he hasn't even stopped in a while. We are. All right. Good. And you used to stream earlier. Did I? I don't know if I... That's not true. I've been streaming around this time period for a long time. We are. Okay, you ready? Here goes. No, but I did say that we started late and that would probably affect our views. Oh, you got Hat Girl. It's Little Hat Girl. He's infamous. Here's this. Start time used to be earlier, Sasak. Here's this. Doesn't it help that Pokemon prices are at an all-time high? Yeah, actually, that's a great point. You know, if Pokemon Black came out, Black and White, and it was like $8 per pack, because that's what I was selling Hidden Fates for a long time ago. When Hidden Fates came out, $8 a pack, and that was you got them. $8 was expensive because you could get them retail for $45, which was more like $50 after taxes. But back then, the ETBs gave out 10 booster packs, so you know, what is that? $5 a pack. There it is. All right. So $8 a pack. Now we got this set coming out, Black and White, and I'm like, $15 or something, right? It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Oh my god, I feel like I have a black eye from opening Pokies. Here's, oh. But of course, the actual retail price did go up. Pokemon announced that themselves, that they were changing the retail price. But then also, it's just so scalped and so high demand, and yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Demand's crazy. What if this is all just a really crazy time period, and like we're just around the corner for the Pokemon card collapse? Imagine that. Nope, not gonna happen. Unless we got a guy doing $350 million of fake Pokemon cards, that could cause a problem. That could throw a wrench. Ooh. You know, that story is really a pretty big disgrace to the grading companies that they were fooled. Assuming it's true. Assuming he's not just talking, you know, poo-poo. Assuming it's true. Because he's a counterfeiter. Who knows what he's saying that you can actually trust. Here it is. And here's this. And here is this. All right, there we go. Black and White will be the first set I sit out. Not that hyped in general, and especially not for the price. I feel like I didn't really play Black and White, so I'm not that nostalgic for any of the Pokemon from Black and White. But also, I kind of don't like the designs on a lot of them. Just going to say that. I don't like the designs. And what's interesting about Black and White, one of the reasons why it might underperform as a set, what's interesting about it is that it only has Pokemon from Black and White. There's no 151 Pokemon. Like, think about Scarlet Violet. Every time Scarlet Violet did really well, did you notice it was because primarily not from Pokemon from Scarlet Violet era? What am I talking about? So, like, Crimson Haze, which was Masquerade, right? Greninja. Well, Greninja comes later. And then you've got Pokemon 151. Well, what's that? That's a base set. What about Paldea Evolved? Well, that's Magikarp. Tyranitar. Those guys are from, like, Gen 1 and Gen 2, right? Gen 1, Gen 2. Groudon, he was pretty good. Groudon AR, Gen 3. So every time Scarlet Violet was doing well, it was because you had an old Pokemon, the Evolutions. Eevee's Gen 1, right? The Evolution Terra Festival Prismatic, that was Gen 1. And then even in something like Shrouded Fable, Persian AR, and it's Gen 1 Pokemon. So it's really obvious what people want. They want those old Pokemon real bad. There you go. Mega Evolution is going to be amazing. I'm waiting to see some confirmed artworks from that. But yeah, I think it could have a lot of potential. Especially because I heard Mega Evolution is going to focus on those early generations, right? Black and White's an interesting set, though it is. And I think the monochrome cards in particular are especially cool feeling. The monochrome Victini, Reshiram, and Zekrom. And by the way, Victini, Reshiram, Zekrom, all three are pretty much the best things that I could imagine getting pulled from there. I like those Pokemon. I think they actually look pretty nice. So, and then you've got the starters are not bad either. Haxorus AR, pretty good. I like Haxorus AR. The Seismitoad, drawn by Shinji Kanda. That's really nice. Just another one of his cool artworks in your pocket. And I can't think of a whole lot else though. So there's limited choices, I feel. Mega Evolution is going to be amazing. Bubble Mew. Been sitting out since 151. We are. All right. Well, that's not good because that means you've been missing out a little bit. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll set this here. And we'll set this here. And we'll snip this one. All right. I'll set this here. Good. The Hydreigon SIR is fire. Oh, yeah, Hydreigon. He's kind of cool. Hydreigon's all right. He's not exactly like... One of the problems I have with Hydreigon, he looks like a sock puppet. No offense. He looks like a sock puppet. It is. Like Hydrapple kind of looks more like a Hydra. Hydrapple. And that's kind of like a Scarlet Violet Pokemon, isn't it? But he's a remake from the Sword and Shield era. But they're pretty close. They're right next to each other, so, you know. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see. Yeah, Destined Rivals. If you look at Destined Rivals, it's Garchomp, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Misty Psyduck, Nidoking, Crobat. Those are all old Pokemon. Destined Rival popular, right? All right. Miss Janice, last box, oh, yeah, look at that. Nice. I was going to say last chance for something hot to pop out. That's a cool-looking card, whatever the heck that is. Holy. Wasn't anything else in that pack, right? Okay, just one thing in the pack. Good. Good, good, good. Pretty neat. Now, will that be the only pull in the box? That's my question. Okay. Scooby Buzz, Scooby Dooby 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 Doo. Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby. Okay. Here's this. I pulled that card too, says Tone. What? Here's a Holo. He seems to be a higher rarity, so that's good. Getting something nice out of one of those boxes. Here's another Luffy. Looking really tense here. He's looking like he's about to beat someone's buns up. Nice Ace SP. There we go. Scooby Dooby Dum. Scooby Dooby 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 Dooby. Okay. I pulled out my first box from you. Oh, nice, dude. Dang, dude. Look at those hips, man. Isn't that wild? Oh, my God, dude. Okay. Oh, it is a double hit box. Okay, cool. So you pull that guy and you get 2 hits in your box. Very nice. Any hot pulls tonight? The Victini is about to be pulled. He's pretty hot. Victini's 3 spots away. Oops. All right, so you also ordered a round of shipping. Let's grab that shipping. There we go. It's a heavy box. Steven 1, Steven 2. Okay. That's baggie number 3. I paid for 1 spot. Could you check after this? Says SJ. Oh, like you mean you're in line waiting for that spot to be filled? Near the end, they just get filled in the order that they were paid for. So hopefully you jump in there, but it is always possible that someone else gets ahead of you. That's why, guys, if you really want to be part of a break, it's much more important to buy in over here or over here at the beginning. Everyone always wants in at the end. It's really an incredible thing. There we are. The end of a break sells very fast. Here we are. And here we are. Very nice. Okay. Steven Gonzalez. Clicking on that very carefully. And now adding a couple pounds to it because it's going to be a little heavier. Not trying to discredit the card, but I don't like Victini. Victini has performed well as a investable card because I've watched it over the years, and he does well. Yeah, there's definitely some love for Victini. He looks like a flying squirrel kind of thing. There we are. Let's go ahead and print this. Printing it up. And there we have it. All right, nice. Victini's quite popular. Yeah, I've sold some Victinis at good prices very quickly. Yes. All right. Whew. Now, what do we have next? There are a couple orders in the queue. Let's try and find the oldest one. Let's hit refresh on this. So it is Mr. Brandon Wong. He has the oldest order. And it says Aether Drift. Didn't we just do that one? I feel like we just did that one. Okay, one more pack. I see what it is. One more pack. One for the road. Okay. Here we are. So now we'll update this. You've got number 8. Okay, Brandon on 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. But there's only 3 packs left. Which tells me we sold a pack and did not put them on the list. Nope, this is a new one. All right, here we have it. Collector Booster Pack, Aether Drift. Good luck. Nobody's joined the gym break on the Psyduck. Somebody is in there just waiting for that to end. Poor guy. So here's Pilot. March of the World Ooze. That's a mythic rare. That's cool. Semut, the Driving Force. All right. Bloodgast. Wow, that looks really crazy. What a crazy drawing style. Nisa. It's Nissan. World Soul Speaker. Radiant Lotus. That's the one. Get me my Radiant Lotus. Okay, you got your mythic rare Radiant Lotus. And the March of the World Ooze. I'm just going to buy another spot on the side. I can battle myself. Sigh. Here it is. Some people just do that. They buy it outright. And here is Ranger's Refueler. That's a nice Lotus. Here, Ranger's Refueler. Clamorous Ironclad. Swamp. Spire, Reef, Locust, Thunderhead, Swifting Assailant, Blossoming, and Glitch Ghost Surveyor. Okay. That's the $1 million Lotus, Black Lotus. I can't believe we pulled it. Okay, here's Bloodghast. Mom, get the camera. All right. Cool. I'm liking this pack. Feels like this pack had more in it. All hits. Yep. Yeah, I think he did well on this one. It feels like he did. I don't always understand Magic very well. I'm going to pop this in here. Oh, yeah. Lotus only $200, says a them. Only 200, you say? So, after that, it is... Look for the oldest order. It is Tone Nguyen, 2 Pokemon Black. ETBs? All right, I'll go get them. Give me a moment. 2 Pokemon Black. We're not selling any white. White's so rare to sell. Dang, dude. If I knew, I would have bought more black. Okay, we are at the halfway point on this Pokemon Black. This... Let me make sure that this... I'm going to head over to my thingy here. Mm-hmm. 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 So... Sorry, I know I'm being quiet. All right. All right, very nice, very nice. So, jumping back over here, two boxes of Pokemon Black. Let's get it. Ready? All right. Tossing that. Throw that away. You get this thing here. Very nice. I'm thinking about a missing shipment of black and white. God, dude, why is there always a missing shipment? I'm missing one round of black and white ATBs. And it's going to mess us up if we run out of these Pokemon Black ETBs. Here's the problem, guys. We've only got half a case of Pokemon Black ETBs left, but we're supposed to have another round of these. It's supposed to be here, but it's looking like the person I bought this from did not ship all of them. So now I'm trying to talk to him and tell him, hey, where's the rest of it? And so here we go. You know, like I've already ordered more. Here's Thunderous. If you pull the victim from the black set, it'd be more expensive. The victim. If you pull the victim, huh? This guy's an abuser. All right. Yeah, I bet that's not related to anything in particular. I bet that's just because... Here it is. He's the same card with each set. I bet it's just because it took a while for them to release the white version. Here it is. I heard that it got delayed when it was going to retail stores. So if the black version was up on eBay sooner, then the price was higher because that's the nature of the timing. The sooner you get it up on eBay, the more expensive it is. And then after a day or two, it comes down in price. Okay. Very good. Very good. Snip this. Very good. Snip this. Snipping these. Tone to win. Going real deep. Time to pull you a 50. 2 ETBs? Yeah. He's opening 2 ETBs. He's not pulling any bunches. He said, let's go deep. All right. Appreciate the big order. 2 EBTs. All right. I'm still waiting for somebody to ship me like a case of sardines that they bought with food stamps or something like that. You know, WIC checks or whatever they're called. Ends plan. I'm still waiting for somebody to do that. Use your food check salary thing. Get some sardines for me. Send them in. And I'll get you some store credit. I want to do that at least once so we can say we did it. Meloetta. All right. Meanwhile, Psyduck back there like, wah. Here's Prism Energy, Haxorus. Look at that Haxorus. Do I have time to send an order? What time is it? 4:44? Yeah, I think you do. Here's a Bisharp. Look at that Bisharp. He's so sharp. He's very sharp. All right. Muna, Sandile, Excadrill. Good. Here's the Sandile. Urette. Here's Crocodile and Haxorus Hollow. Good morning, mister. Hey, it's Luke Glory. You're up early, late, early. Superior. Ray. Okay. Amogus, Landorus, Lando Butter. Elgium, Cobalion. Beartic. Cryogonal. Another end plan pops out. Man, what a night for 6 to not be here. We pulled 2 of the ends plans. Wow, that's the card that 6 wants. What a night. It's really funny. 6 was going crazy trying to pull that card earlier, and then 2 of them pop out. Oh my God. All right. So here's Cobalion. Okay, Excadrill. Twins. It's twinsies. Here's Girder. It's Girder. And finally, Palpitoad. Yay! So you did get an alt-art, Mr. Tone. You got ends, got green hair. He's a guy food, so naturally he's a very valuable card. Okay, Mr. Tone. Thank you so much for the big order. Appreciate it. How much is a box of black and white Japanese? Well, there's 20 packs in the box. So it'd be whatever the price is times 20. One of the things I like the most about the Thundurus type Pokemon is how attractive and cool they look. Like, it's just a great design, really draws your eyes toward the card. You're like, wow, this Pokemon is totally half man, half cloud. There you go. Finish the Victini, says Brandon. Here is Hunter Tipton, Victini Break. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Hunter Tipton. Tipton. Okay, that's getting up to 31. All right. Ivan Rodriguez says, I will take the Nidoking. Oh. Good. How about a new slab up here? Look at this lovely Charizard. He's so nice. Shake your dreads for us. Ladies. Trying to do my work type shit. Charizard. Oops. 014. All right, here he is. For $47 or something like that. Let's go with 45. I hate odd numbers like that. I like 45 better. Guess he needs a sleeve first. Okay. There we have it. Good. Okay. And now we have an order for Hathim. Keep the snipe coming. English Black Bolt. Here it is. English Black Bolt. Okay. Troy was an abomination. Basically the love god. Elgium. Thundurus. No! Okay, tossing that. Like, I sit on my foot sometimes because it's more comfortable than sitting in the chair. And then I like crush my foot because I sat on it for like an hour. You guys ever do that? You ever fold your legs under your butt? Okay. Wilson is back. If I may please have 5 of the English Destined Rivals and 2 Lab Custies. Okay, 5 of these. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Appreciate it. Crisscross Applesauce, Mr. What? Haven't heard that one. Let's do that. Very Uderated card. Uderated? You talking in riddles? Here's Wigglytuff for an affordable $400. Very cheap, very affordable. Here's a nice Almost Star 9 for $24. And here is a nice Suicune 10 for $210. All right, what do we have here? We've got Purloin, Gorabis, Nidoqueen, Shaman. Very nice Shaman. Looks a little off center. Stanky Manky, Nidoking. Okay. Here's Diplin Taff version. Ogrepan, Gyarados, Gyat. Okay. That's for our friend Mr. Wilson, who has returned after a year or so. Thank you, Wilson. Now, he also ordered 2 live. I have to make sure that you did not order yours in the wrong order, or that we don't open them in the wrong order. Let me put it that way. So let me check the time that you ordered yours. You ordered yours 4:14. Okay, let me just see. James Bean sent for Nidoking. Brandon Wong sent for Aether Drift. And Mr. Zen sent in for the Victini break. By the way, oh no way, I'm thinking of a different guy. Yeah, I was thinking of the guy who was having me ship the Gengar. I got that Gengar shipped. So, 2 live customs for Mr. Wilson. Are you ready, Wilson? 2 live. 1. Oh my gosh. You're having such an easy night tonight, Mr. Wilson. All right, Wilson. Venonat. Okay. Not that crazy, I guess. Venonat's not exactly a chase pull. What is he? Oh, it's a cool vending Venonat. Nice. He's got a good cert number. I think that's why it was underlined. Okay. Every now and then, stinky Pokemon might slip into the live customs. Just like their star cards and stuff like that. Wilson Chalco. So, that's yours now. Martin Ramirez, live custom. Oh my gosh, you ordered right after him. Martin Ramirez, 1 live. 1 cold live, Mr. Martin. You had the same idea, but he had his order come in first. Okay. That was Martin Ramirez, 1 cold live custom. Now, whose turn is it next? It is actually Mr. Sung In's turn. Mr. Sung In, Victini break. Oh, Sung In. There it is. Very close. 32. Thank you for that. Oops, we're jumping back over here. And now it is Mr. James Beam turn. Nidokind. Oh, you're trying to pick up the $20 Nidoking, but Ivan Rodriguez already purchased it. Ah, here it is. Sorry, James. Jesse James. You have $20 now. Okay, Victini going to happen at the crack of dawn. Mr. Brandon, he says, last 3 Aether Drifts. And Alexis can ship me out. We'll be back soon. Sounds good. So here they are. We're opening 3 packs of Aether Drift. Mr. Brandon came back to the stream and decided to open some cool cards with us tonight. How nice is that? All right, so the rest of these spots are all yours. Here goes. Landing on 17, so we would just re-roll. Landing on 4. I hate to tell you this, but number 4 belongs to Mark A. Taddeo. That is unfortunate luck. However, that's how it truly works. If he buys a pack, he has a shot. All right, but that's okay because it won't be anything too crazy. Mr. Mark A. Taddeo. He doesn't even know what he's pulling probably. He got Mountain and Sky Seer's Chariot. Mountain and Sky Seer's Chariot. Oh my gosh, wow. That is fortunate luck for Mark. Unfortunate for Mr. Brandon. There you go. I did not decide that. The dice decided. Okay. All right. Who was that for? That was for, was it Mark Taddeo? I think it was Mark. All right. It would have really sucked if he pulled, like, the very best possible pull out of there, huh? Here it is. All right. He probably doesn't even know this happened. I don't even think he's watching. All right, there's always the next box. Tossing this up here. And now let's go ahead and open these 3 packs for our friend, Mr. Brandon. Never seen Mark in chat. He's here somewhere. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! What do we got? We are pulling Zambies. Debris Beetle. It's Debris. Ooh. March of the World Ooze. Willow Rush Verge. Accursed Dunyard. Here's Daretti. Rocketeer Engineer. Ooh, it's got the little mark there, huh? That's cool. By the way, what are we trying to pull out of here? What's the top pull, would you say? Thundering Broodwagon. Island. Autarch Mammoth, Sheffet Archfiend, Veteran Beast Rider, Gastel Blockbuster, Migrating Siphon, Thornwood Falls. Okay. we'll go ahead and sleeve this. I think my music just stopped. Fracture Foil, Loot the Pathfinder, Fracture Foil, Radiant Lotus. Oh, I see. Now I see now. Okay. So, let's sleeve this up. Ripclaw Wrangler. My EX was a beast rider. Oh, my ex. There you go. Tell us about your most salacious love life story. We want to know who was the crazy sexiest person you were ever in love with or in bed with or whatever. Here's Insect. Share with us a crazy story of the past. Here's Bloodghast. Ooh, look at that. Does anyone here have a crazy story about your amazing love life? Here's Hazoret. Territorial Aetherkite. Ooh, Aetherkite. Thopter. Or you could tell us your worst experience, by the way. That would be interesting too. Your worst experience with someone in bed. Here's Dune Drifter. Haunted Hellride. Oh, Mountain, Apocalypse Runner, Rocky Road, Stock Up, Loxodon, Broadcast Rambler, Bloodfell, and Skastrik Engineer. I dated a Lithuanian girl. She was my freakiest girl. Those Lithuanians. I just slept with the chick I work with. Now she's being clingy and annoying. How do I get rid of her? Oh my dear God, dude. Dune Drifter, you're not saying... Wait, you're not madly in love with her or want to marry her? What was the sex for then? Here's, you ready? What do we got? Ooh, Sky Seer's Chariot. That's the same card we just pulled in gold. Count on Luck. District Mascot. Aetherflux Conduit. Explosive Getaway. Broadcast Rambler. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. Island. Here's Boom Scholar, Adrenaline Jockey, Wild Roads, Prow Catcher, Jungle Hollow, Lotus Guard Disciple, and Chitin Gravestalker. Tell me in a short way, Golden Boy, why she's not the one. Tell me why she's not the one. There it is. She's just a 3 a.m. booty call, huh? I just got caught on kiss cam at a concert. Not sure what to do now. Very stressed. Might lose my job. I don't know what to do. My wife might find out. Hope she doesn't watch the internet. All right, you got the Sky Seer too. How about that? You both got Sky Seers tonight. So strange. Okay, Mr. Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Did you have fun? Opening cards is a blast, man. It's very addictive. I had a one-night stand with a girl that growled like a dog. Really? Like she actually did, like, bark, bark, bark. That kind of crap. There we go. That reminds me of a girl I dated who would, she had a crazy thing. She would, like, get off to seeing horses having sex. That's pretty crazy. All right, I was like, okay. Some girls are really into animals. James has $20. Let's put this over here. She's not mentally healed, per se. What? Not mentally healed? So she got some crazy person... She got some crazy trauma from the past? And you're like, Good thing you're adding to the trauma! By getting her all mixed up with you. Well, you're a little too traumatized for me to get with for real. But I'll still hit. What? All right. No, but that's interesting to hear. I don't judge. Believe me, I'm not judging Golden Boy. I really do not care that much. Let's see. This is 25. Isn't Victini at 32? It is at 32. Victini has one spot left. I thought that it would already be sold, so I didn't bother writing it down. Literally long, deep-sounding growl noises. Rawr, rawr, like that? What the hell? Grr. Yeah, some girls are into, like, the whole wolfkin kind of stuff. We are. I don't get it. Not me. I had a neighbor Neighbor came out to have her dog poop in my yard, and I rushed outside to go make a... I didn't talk to the neighbor, but I rushed down to my own yard, and I just started aggressively chopping wood. And the neighbor was like, oh, I guess I won't have my dog poop in your yard today. You think? She decided that day her dog would not poop in my yard. All I had to do was be out there. She's like, wait, maybe that's a bad idea. If it's a bad idea when I'm there, why would it be a good idea when I'm not there? Okay. So there we go. Chat, we are getting hard, it says Crazy. If nobody snags the last spot, I could potentially get the last spot. The other day, she left work early because she was having chest pain. I think she must have been sabotaging herself because I was ignoring her all day. Yeah, I mean, that sounds rough, man. It sounds like she thought you guys were falling in love, and you were thinking, I'm going to smash this, and then I'm going to get out of it. You know what I mean? Okay, and now here is Ivan Rodriguez, who says, I would take the Zard. All right. He growls like a dog in bed, too, the Zard does. I growl like a Charizard in bed. Gets the girl every time. Staying up at this point to see the break. Perform Fatality. We are. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ivan. And now we have Hathim, Make Me Rich, another Black Bolt. Dude, I'm getting killed on these fees, Hathim. You know it's a 45-cent fee every time, right? We are. The hell? 45 cents. You're basically taking $1 off each pack by buying them one at a time. You are. Haxorus. It is. Ooh. Killing me, dude. I definitely said weird, not hard. That's not what I read. Did you guys see that? I didn't see that. Haxorus is nice. Alright, there we go. Alright. Why don't we put Wabba Fett up here? Oops. Who else has an interesting story? No one else? No one's got... What was your freakiest bedtime partner? We want to hear about it. And why were they freaky? Or the worst bedtime partner, and why were they the worst? Okay, this is going to say Wabu Fett. Wabu Fett. 103. Okay, and we want the cheapest one, obviously. Looks like it's about 45 as a PSA 10. What does a tag 10 sell for if there is a tag 10? 45 it is. I'd be banned if I type some of that stuff. You don't have to type in grotesque, descriptive language what happened. You can just give, like a wink and a nod, like a hint at the stuff, and then after this, you don't have to say like penis and vagina. We know almost all sex acts are involving penises and vaginas. Like, we get it. Okay. Ton Nguyen, PSA grading for Ends Plan. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I did it in a baseball dugout with the girl in high school. You are? Very nice. Dang, dude. Let's see. Okay, where did we put this? Obviously, he was in high school too, bro. End Plan. High school sex. I couldn't even imagine that for me. I was too nerdy probably, but not just that. I was very, very devoutly Catholic, and so were all the other girls there. We were both 16, Golden Boy. One girl asked if I was into putting food inside. Needless to say, I left the situation. You didn't say yes? Lame. What? That cannot be a true story, Micro Ice. That sounds like a setup story. Here we are. Here we go. All right. And we'll place this here. Okay. Is that like a news cycle story? All right. And we'll put this here. Very good. Okay. Tone Nguyen. And this is going to say PSA. Very nice. Okay. All right. Wilson says, if I may have 3 live customs. You want 3 live customs. Wilson Chalco. Here goes. 3 live. We've got 1, 2. Oh my God, 3. That's crazy, dude. Wilson totally sniped everything out of this box tonight. Number 17, De-Radicate, which is definitely Dark Radicate. Dark Radicate. Oh, Radigan. Oh, Radigan. Wow, that's a great price on that card. PSA 9, $70. Dark Radicate. Look at that. Ooh, not bad. Wilson gonna dip out and come back in 6 months. No, baby, come back. Well, Wilson, you've had an exciting night tonight. Hopefully getting a 10, chat. There you go. Good. Do. Hit refresh here. Hit refresh here. And now we're clicking on this. Mr. Thim, one more English Black Bolt. Dude, you are killing me, Thim. You're just buying them one at a time, but you're intending to buy like a whole ETB of them. Here we are. It's not you, it's the PayPal fees. There's a flat fee per purchase. So my brain sees the possibilities of not paying. Oh, Bahia Master Ball. Be still, my heart. Hathim, I would love to buy this from you for $500. You gotta let me, bro. Tossing this. All right, Mr. Hathim. Very nice. We'll toss this in here. So you do pick up a Master Ball. Okay, $500. All right. And there we go. There are no orders in the queue. Let's jump over here to the free one. What time is it? 5:09. So there's the free card. And I'm going to go ahead and reset all entries. So that it's just people who are here right now. Type in TCC to get in on that giveaway. TCC. Did that Knight of King 9 sell already? He sure did. He sold like the wind. That card sold so fast. We've been pricing up some of these new tag slabs. They're really spectacular. Oh man. Got the yawns. Ah, here we are. Click. Golden Boy is number 1. Which service doesn't have any fees? ZELLE. ZELLE is 0 fees. And PSA, not PSA, PayPal sucks, man. I mean, they really take a lot. Like, let's say you bought 10 packs the way you're buying them right now. I would actually pay PayPal $4.50 for you to do that. And it's like, that adds up, man. And it's not really your fault. It's just how it is. It's just what PayPal does. I'll send you a screenshot real fast. Let me show you real fast so you can actually see it in person in case you don't believe me. There are. Check this out. So I would just hit screenshot on this. Okay. Okay, good. And now watch, I'm going to send you this. What's going on here, normally there's a 0.03% PayPal fee, right? 0.03. Okay, and so, oh, that is the 3% fee. It's actually 45 cents. Oh, wow. Yeah, PayPal is just ridiculous. That's what it comes down to then. That is actually just the PayPal fee. It's just 45 cents. Why do they take so much? I don't know why they take so much. That is just too much. Here we go. Let me hit refresh on this. Maybe you would not be able to avoid it. I thought it was a flat fee. How do PayPal flat fees work then? That looked like the flat fee to me. Hey, mister, I purchased 340 via ZELLE. Would I be able to get a $10 credit for saving 3%? I believe you would be able to do that in this scenario. Yep, it's about $10. So that's Troy. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is SJ. SJ, you're the last one. Spot number 20. Landing on 13, which is Omar Faba. Ooh, Mr. Omar. All right. Omar Faba. We'll run this list again for another round in the poker card. Yo, I'm rich. This is going to say number 7. Omar Faba. Okay. You got a chance for the card now, Mr. Omar. It's a bigger card. We'll be continuing to hand out spots for that tomorrow. Troy says to help out with the PayPal fees. I'm like, yeah, you didn't have to do that. I'm not like, I'll be okay. You know, I thought it was the flat fee. That's what I thought. I thought it was the flat fee. Okay, we'll put it up to 10. I tell you what, Mr. Troy, you're so silly, dude. I'm going to put you on this for free, okay, dude? All right. Oh, you're already on it. We'll put you on it twice. You're funny, man. All right, there you go. You'll be on there twice. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hit refresh. Buy the last spot 6. Damn. 1 and no one bought it? Nice. Thank you, mister, but I know those fees add up. Mister also got the ends plan. I got it by accident, 6. Thim had ordered 1 pack of Black Bolt, and we were talking about something. I was really focused on it, and I opened the whole ETB. I opened the whole ETB and pulled myself an N. Oops. I started selling on eBay, and their fees are crazy. Yeah. Every company, every platform wants to have you use their platform and charge you money for it. What? I want it, mister. I know. I'll send it in for grading. Here's the craziest part, 6. You might have been asleep or busy or whatever. I don't know where you were at. But look, I wasn't the only one to pull it. Mr. Tone Nguyen pulled one. And I pulled one. Look at that. We actually pulled 2 of them while you were sleeping or whatever it is you were doing. We pulled 2 of the ends plans. And so our ETBs in particular were loaded with ends plans. I was asleep. No! To be honest, though, I don't think you would have gotten them because you would have had to have been in line for this one when I accidentally opened it. And then I would have said, oh, this actually goes to 6. And then this one came out of a whole sealed ETB. So he bought a whole ETB for himself. It wasn't like a 1-pack snipe or anything. Oh, yeah, I opened up that Final Fantasy. Look, I'm going to send these off to BGS. Maybe we'll get a black label. Probably not. Probably get 9.5s. Waste a bunch of time and money. I forgot Mistress Raffling chance for a card. Yes, a chance for a chance for a chance. There it is. All right. Oh, you thought you were taking the whole card just now. Is that what you mean? I thought I won the poker card like you the other day. A chance for a chance for a chance for a chance. Bro, I thought I won it too. I was hyped. I was so confused, R1. Mister, can I get 2 user soft packs if possible? Yes. Wait a second. I'm a little bit confused. Mr. Brandon, are you saying you already sent that money tonight? I'll go get you 2 user soft packs just because I don't care for user soft. I would like to see user soft go away. I see what you're saying. I thought I was waiting for you to send that order. Let's see. And you were trying to make a deal with that order. Let's see. I don't even know where user soft is right now. It's probably buried. Here's this. Is this user soft? No. That's that bunny one. There's Spy Family. Dude, I don't even know where Usersoft is. I really don't. Oh, we did have Dan to Dan. We had an open box of Dan to Dan. That's so dumb. And there's an open box of Chainsaw Man. There's some Final Fantasy. Okay. I swear Usersoft was back here. Arena. Code Geass. More like Code Giddy Up. I don't see the Usersoft. I'm getting mad. He hid the Usersoft from us. Who's getting the last Victini spot? Yeah, I figured I'd ask. I think you mean Psyduck6. Alright, let me go ahead. So I kind of do it like this. What I kind of do is, if you're doing like a real big purchase, let's say like a slab for like $1,000 or something like that, I will sometimes work with you to take that ZELLE payment, that ZELLE cost off. So I kind of extend that for larger orders. Your order kind of all add up to a larger amount. I'm gonna go find a box of Usersoft for you real fast though. Let me go find that. Guess there's some out here probably. I don't know. All right, here we are. Usersoft. Ready? So if you guys have never opened this set, this is a Weiss Schwarz set. It's got some sneaky cards in it. There's sexy cards in it. 340 tonight is a lot. That's a pretty decent chunk, isn't it? Here we are. All right. Very nice. Here we are. I'd finish Victini, but I can't. There. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ta-da! All right. Brett spent over 1K, I think, in the other day. Yeah, that guy goes hard. He's real crazy, man. Again, this is Usersoft. A lot of sexy cards in here. This might be a better pull. Is it SR? I can't tell, actually. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, this one's also an SR. So they're the same already. Ta-da! Is that a signature? It looked like it, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's a signature. I think it's just these ladies. Is that? I don't think it's a signature, right? I'm not sure. Have you got any tag team slabs? Somebody just pulled a tag team slab out of the live customs tonight, actually. That was Mr. Wilson Chalco. He pulled one at the very beginning. But do I have them just for sale, like just sitting on the table? Definitely not. They're too rare. All right, cool. That is done. Ivan says the trainer card. Here you go, Mr. Ivan. Thank you, Ivan. Good. All right. We also have an order for Hathim, another Black Bolt pack. All right, let's snip it. Good. Thank you, mister. I appreciate you. No problem, man. Here's Electrike and Kyurem. Look at that Kyurem. Rawr. Okay. All right, all right. Throwing that away. Oh, yeah, I grabbed the right bag. You got a lot of bags there at them. Okay. I'll probably be back in 2 weeks or so. That sounds good to me. We also have an order from Mr. Wilson. If I may have one more live custom. All right, Wilson, let's see what happens here. One cold live custom. Nothing crazy that time, Wilson. That's a cold one. And Mr. Robert, check Discord again. Robert, I think, is this you? No, that's not you. Jacob Dogenbaugh. Are you Guild? No, you're definitely not Guild. I don't know if you're showing up. Oh, you just sent right now. Okay. Oh, I see. So you're offering to sell me my own slabs. That's a tricky proposition. So when it comes to buying I'll just respond in Discord. But basically, when it comes to buying TCC slabs, it's a tricky thing. I really don't generally buy them at full price. Okay, so I said when it comes to TCC slabs, I can't buy them at a high price because it's not a good look for me to be selling high-end slabs that I was the one to hand the 10 out to. You know what I mean? Shoot me an offer. I've got a whole bunch of those raw poker cards. Just the other problem. I can help you sell them though. But that doesn't mean they'll necessarily sell. They might sit there for a while. And then if you don't like that they're sitting so long, you can lower the price. So those are some alternative offers. But to have me buy it direct, it's always kind of tricky with TCC cards. If I buy a TCC card directly from someone, it really means I'm never selling it. It's just going to sit in my TCC graded card collection. Or maybe if I sell it, it'll be years later, you know. But I generally will not be selling them because I can't be selling my own slabs. So I might buy them just to buy them and keep them. Okay. So you're asking if you can trade it toward your slab away for 73%. Trading it toward the slab away would be the same as me buying it effectively. Here's the address if you'd like to send them in. So the address. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I see your question. Yes, 73. I see your question. So you're asking for the 73 toward consignment, or toward your slab away, as opposed to cash, right? I get it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Because, you know, you can use store credit to pay down a slab away, so I think that's perfectly fine. All right, so I think we're done, guys. It's 5:25. I see the sun is just starting to peak, and there is no order for the last spot in the Victini. Victini shall ride for another day. Victini survives. I'll see you guys for the Saturday nighttime stream. I hope you'll be there. And tonight was kind of a busy stream. Yeah, it was a nice, busy Friday night stream. I hope to see you guys for the Saturday night stream. See you later, everyone. Mr. I Sense says at them. Was it one more pack? Okay, it's one more pack of Black Bolt. Here it is. Mr. Hatham. What do we got? We've got Duosion, Petalil, and Kling Klang. Ah, man. I wish you had pulled a big Altar Hatham. That would have made me happy. Thank you so much for all your orders tonight, man. Thank you, everyone else, as well, for being here. You're a great audience. I appreciate you. You guys have a lovely weekend. I will be outside sweating my balls off, as the doctor has requested, and then I will be bathing and getting ready for the nighttime stream for Saturday. See you there, guys. See you later. Victini's finished way Wait. At the very last minute? There's technically 4 minutes left of the stream. Let's see. What do you mean it's finished? Who bought it? Tone sent. Oh, okay. Is that right? Yeah, it'd be really frustrating if I walked out just as he sent. Yep, yes he did. Tone N. All right, there it is. The end of the break. That's the end of the Victini break. There we go. That's a lot of money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. All right, it is in 33 spots. Mr. Tone to win. I saw you had a couple spots in there, so this is going to be pretty painful when you miss. Oh, man, I've seen some crazy stuff, Tone. I hope you pull it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. There it is. Do it tomorrow anyways. Oh, no, don't say that. There's not even a star card in here. 6, wake up. 6, wake up. Mr. Scream 6, wake up. 6! 1, 2. Oh, let's go ahead and load this up. We'll recount it. All right. So it's all loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So there it is, 33. Troy, my Zard sold for 120. Oops. Zard sold for 420. That's what I meant to say. Blaze it. This is clearly a very big pile this time. All right, just back and forth real fast. 2 at a time's fine. Who cares? All right. Give me a number. Give me a number. The audience splits the deck. Brandon was so ready for that. He loves splitting the deck. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Brandon chooses 3. And now, we already counted these, right? I'm nervous to miscount, because if I miscount and there's too many booster packs or too few of booster packs, then it will not be a real run. It will not count. Whoever pulls the card, it will not be theirs. We'll have to redo it. Did you guys hear that? Those are the rules on the breaks. If ever the booster packs, there's too few or too many of them, we have to redo the break. We treat it as an illegitimate run. Everything has to run smoothly. Can't be any mess ups. One time we forgot the star card. We had to redo it, put the star card in. Okay, there we go. Good. Damn, you got a good flip on. Damn. That's brazy, bro. Please hope to God this run goes well. This is nerve-wracking. Did I technically get one last order in, says Josh? Well, it's 5:30 right now, Josh. I don't know. That'd be pretty crazy. Pretty brazy. All right, give me a number. Hathim says 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, it's heavy in my hand, that pile, man. That is a big-ass break. That is one giant break. Mr. Tone. Cold. Travis. Victor. I am Victor. Victor Kokiko. Brandon Warder. Eddie Berto. Sorry, Eddie. Sun Van Fan. Thank you, Sun Van Fan, for being in the break today. Andrew A. Martin. Appreciate it. Here's Estevan. Estevan was in the break. Louis Lara. By the way, is Tammy here? Mr. Brandon giving a spot to Tammy. Ah, that would have been pretty cool if it had happened. Here's Eddie Berto. Cold. Ryan Shapiro. Sorry, Ryan. Louis Gonzalez. Thien Ho. Thien? Yeah, I'm here. Okay, good. 6. Oh. It's not it. Here's Sung In Jung. Cold. Kevin Vu. Sorry, Kevin. Nathan Doyle. Sorry, Nathan. Graham D. Cousins. Tone Nguyen. Ah. You did buy a lot of spots. It would be nice if you pulled it. Mr. Zach. Mr. Zach. Luis Gonzalez. Could be anyone. Could be a guy we've never... Like a guy who just placed his first order. And it was this Victini break. So if you're watching, that was another Tone. Brandon Warder. I didn't know you had 2 spots in here. That's a lot. Here's Hunter Tipton. Oh, man. That says Hunter Tipton on it, doesn't it? Hunter Tipton? He's been around for a while, hasn't he, Hunter Tipton? I feel like he's been around for a long time. Here's Robert Tumman. All right, we're just seeing if it all adds up now at this point. Don't celebrate too early, Hunter. We got to make sure it adds up. Tone Nguyen. Brett Love. Brett Love. Come on. Tone Nguyen. Ah, I'm sorry, Tone. You were in there deep. And Graham D. Cousins. Woo! It's a Hunter Tipton's Victini. That is the Battle Day Victini. Just hold on to that. Don't get rid of it, Hunter. All right. That last third Victini break took a little longer. I think part of that was just that a lot of people have already been burned by it a couple times. And the card also got a little bit cheaper after starting it. So, combination of effects there. That's one big break. Tone, I watched a guy lose a break where he had 10 spots in the break before. So, there we are. I know it's probably pretty tough if you had like 4 or 5 spots. There we are. Sorry about that, man. Here we are. Crazy enough, I think Hunter Tipton just had a single spot. We saw that earlier tonight. Brandon Wong bought out all the Aether Drift spots on the Aether Drift promo pack. And then Mark Tadeo got it, and he had just 1 spot on it. But it just shows you, if you take even 1 spot in a break, you have a real chance of pulling the item. It just takes 1 spot. You don't have to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Those increase your odds, but you don't have to have them. If you have even 1 spot in a break, you are potentially pulling that card that night. It is. Could happen to anyone. Oh man, this is a lot of sleeves. Whew. Hunter Tipton for the win. Fun stream. Hunter was here, right? Yeah, he is. There he is. All right. There's all of that. Here's all of these. The chase card. This goes over here. These are all the cards you guys pulled for $40 per card. I shall store them in this bag here. Basically, this is a bag of tears. Because it's a painful bag to be in. Good night. Master Mister. You can't be calling me Master. That doesn't sound right. All right. Let's grab this. Now for the best part. Very good. Oh, yeah. Are we sending this off to grade, Mr. Hunter? imagine you would. Let's see, it's a good-looking card. That bag has my hopes and my dreams. A lot of people's hopes and dreams. I gotta show those bags off sometimes. Hunter. Tipton. There it goes. Wonder if we know the outcome of the other cards that have been graded yet. We sent, I'm pissed! Alright, let's see. Let's go to PSA. I'm curious if PSA has finished our other submission, the one that was we did a high-end submission with them. Is it under, maybe it's under this. Ah, it's in the grading step right now. So it's going to be done soon. Oh, it says here it's estimated to be done by August 5th. Wow, I feel like that's longer than they advertised. The booster packs are stuck on quality assurance checks. And then we've got two subs to PSA right now, an 83 card sub and a 160 card sub. Okay. Damn, that Hitmonchan just staring at me. He wants to punch your buns, bro. Larry thinks he's going to get to open up his pack of English Black and 2 Korean Rockets. I see how it is. Let's just see what's in them real quick, shall we? Man, I'll be sending more of my cards off to freaking tag grading, man. Tag grading slabs selling for more than PSA slabs. Like, okay. I don't know if that'll last. Also, tag grading takes forever. I think they actually take longer than PSA. Ooh, Sedatan pull. How about this Pokemon Black? Clean Cling, Volcarona. Okay, there you have it. Larry Ellis, the man with very different names. I don't understand that still. Love Flame, Love Flame. I think that's, wait, is this it? Ah, Larry Ellis. Look how your name doesn't show on the front anymore. It's wrapped around on the side. Thank you, Mister, you thought it was going to be a short stream. Did I? I didn't think it was going to be a short stream. It is a Friday night. I actually felt very guilty that I showed up so late to it. There it is. Because if we had started sooner, we probably would have gotten more done. I had a tag order grade in a little over a month. Sent a PSA order at the same time and still in research. Oh, you're saying tag got it done in a little over a month. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, I've definitely experienced that with tag as well, but not on my recent submission. My recent submissions to tag are taking forever, dude. They're taking so long. So tag's definitely getting a lot of demand. And PSA, you're right. PSA does take a long time too, but they're really, you know, I think they're kind of the peak of grading right now. Everyone wants PSA grading. PSA could probably raise their price by $1 right now, and everyone would still send their money in to PSA grading. They'd be like, I got to get some of that PSA grading. Wilson says, one more live custom, Wilson Chalco. Here you go, Wilson. One cold live custom. Sorry about that, man. Those live customs are fun, huh? They're more fun when you pull the hits, though. All right, that's the end. We had a great stream for Friday night. It is now Saturday. I'm going to go kick back and get the shipping ready, and I will see you guys for the Saturday nighttime stream. See you later, everybody.